Are you guys ready for Act 2? I'm so excited.
Paimon feels like a whole new Paimon after those 2 days in the hot springs. The Abyss kind of threw a wrench in our relaxation, though.
It's the Abyss.
Still, spending time here really has felt like a vacation.
Act 2!
The Kaholosaurs are so nice and so fun to play with. Their bellies are super bouncy. Oh, and Atea's snacks were so delicious. She gave Paimon some for the road just this morning, actually.
What was she up to?
Yelling at some kids who got caught throwing stones in the hot springs, so not much has changed since we first met her.
How did she say like how long she has to live?
Hey, you guys. Sleep well last night?
Yep, this area is
I feel like we kind of just like glazed over the fact that she's
Glad you
dying.
like it. I was thinking of taking you guys out to do some sea fishing. Later tonight, we can eat whatever we catch. Fresh fish is absolutely delicious right off the grill.
Hey, Moalani!
Yeah? What do you need?
The team sent out to fight in the Night Warden Wars has returned.
Oh, that's
And
the lady
Kachina?
who was in
Is she back
the
as
city.
well?
Kachina
Defending us against the angry men.
fell in battle.
Ah! She died?
Corey, the team was victorious, so the rite of resurrection will be held in the stadium soon.
Kachina dead?
That's a relief.
Oh, 7.
The Abyss is cunning, and it was her first time. Mistakes are bound to happen.
Exactly.
crazy.
She deserves to hold her head up high.
That's
All
crazy.
right, thanks for letting me know.
Death is so casual here in
We'll head out in
Natlan.
a bit.
maybe that's why we glazed over the fact that Atea is dying.
Jeez, she sounded a little anxious there. Had me thinking it was bad news for a moment.
Mualani, you said the Abyss was cunning just now, but it seems like the Abyss
Oh, I
just
thought it
wants
was
to
bad
destroy
news, but-
everything.
Kachina's just dead. It's
There are all those
fine.
monsters that attacked your tribe. If there really was some sort of cunning plan, wouldn't it make more sense to send them to attack Kachina and her small team? Not that Paimon wants them to be in any more danger. It's just
Relax, I get
You
it.
disconnect from mobile chat to be able to come back
The
after
Abyss
Aloy
is
up. Might get
difficult
my
to
walk into.
understand,
No worries.
that's for
You're
sure.
good. Thank you.
At a glance, it certainly seems like the only goal is total destruction. The Abyss isn't a living entity after all, so what capacity for logic or planning could it possibly possess?
It's
Through
called
our long
Lumi.
history of fighting the Abyss, we've realized things aren't quite so simple.
Lumine has
500
logic
years ago, the Abyss invaded Teyvat.
and planning.
You know about that, right?
During the age of Conria.
That's right. Conria suffered greatly during that time,
Conria mentioned?
but so did every other nation in Teyvat. And Natlan was the worst affected of all. It took the combined efforts of the then Pyro Archon and heroes from every tribe to finally repel the Abyss. Even so, the effects of the invasion lingered for hundreds of years, only able to be reversed little by little. Our tribe's waters were contaminated. The children of Echo's territory
I wonder if the
was
Abyss is
overrun by
trying to get to
dangerous
the
sludge
sacred
surging
flame.
from underground. Unrelenting black winds tore across the lands of the Flower
something.
Feather clan. It was like each disaster was designed for a specific tribe.
So the Abyss understood the foundation of each tribe.
Exactly. We once thought that the Abyss's desire for destruction was a sort of primal instinct, but its methods are, in truth, marked by intelligence. We now believe the Abyss has invaded the Night Kingdom, and has the capacity to read the memories of this land at any given moment.
Memories.
And that's how it became so dangerous and cunning. Almost like it knows you inside and out.
Yes, and that's why we've been unable to fully eradicate it, even after all this time. Luckily, the problems left behind by the Abyss have been successfully addressed by the various Pyro Archons we've had over the years. Now every tribe is prospering and things are looking up. I mean, just look at what we managed to do a few days ago. We totally fought them off.
In other nations, I've seen how much effort it takes to truly eradicate the Abyss. The people of Natlan live in its shadow every day. Who knows how long it will take for this war to end?
You must have had to sacrifice a lot to get to this point.
Every battle, every sacrifice is in pursuit of a future where we get to stop fighting. Responsibility, duty, unavoidable burden. Everyone in Natlan views the war differently. But I believe we will be rid of the Abyss one day. And the efforts of all who fought against them will become a story for the ages. To think that my name could survive in ballads passed down to future generations, it's kind of romantic.
Aww.
Everyone has something that drives them forward, you know?
Cute. You can do it.
We have to. Not only for ourselves, but for our future. Anyway, let's head to the stadium. Our fishing trip can wait until Kachina's back with us. The sea's not going anywhere.
That line felt a little bit... That line felt a little bit foreshadowing. Sea's not going anywhere. Or is it? I don't know how I feel about that one. Alright, let's go bring Kachina back to life. Kachina Jesus moment? Oh, why are we loading into something? What the heck? Cutscene? Oh. Just come back. Hello, beautiful.
Whoa, this place is packed already.
Of course. No one's gonna miss out on the chance to welcome our heroes back from battle. It's their moment of glory. Kachina's gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the kind of person who likes being the center of attention.
Looks like I'm just in time.
Ah! Hello. Do we get to see your tribe today?
Yeah, a commission ran longer than expected, but I made it. I heard about the incident with your tribe, Mualani. Is everyone all right?
Yeah, it's all taken care of. Our new friend here's got some tricks up his sleeve, by the way. He's just as strong as Kachina made him out to be.
I could have done better, if only I'd been a bit more perceptive.
Hey, look! Is it about to start?
Or Ethan,
That's
don't be
right.
so hard on yourself.
Someone will come out and recite a eulogy, and then we'll sing the Ode of Resurrection together.
Wow,
Come on, let's
okay.
find a spot with a good view. When the singing starts, just follow my lead and you'll be fine. Let's go somewhere higher up so Kachina can spot us.
Singing. I'm not a singer. Actually, JK, I think I have sung before. Oh, hey, it's the old man by the crafting bench. Hello.
Warriors of Natlan, heed the call of life. We are the inheritors of memory and legend.
Hello,
Those
beautiful.
who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
Whoa. What was that? Frame. That was cool. Impact frames. Song. Oh my god. And each singing was so cute. Oh. Oh, I got chills.
I could not find Kachina within the Night Kingdom, or locate her ancient name.
What?
What does that even mean?
Kachina,
Usually,
no!
once the ode is complete, the Pyro Archon and resurrected person will emerge from the flames. But something went wrong.
What's going on? This has never happened before.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the team sent to fight the Abyss didn't win after all.
Hey,
Think about it.
you're
The ode rekindles all victors.
stinky.
We witnessed it countless times.
Since the Archon couldn't find Kachina in the Night Kingdom, that must mean there's more to
Why is
this
he walking
victory
like that?
than meets the eye.
Hey, you just haven't gotten over the fact that Kachina beat you in the pilgrimage.
Pathetic.
Fight, fight,
The
fight,
both
fight.
of you.
Your wild guesses are misplaced. We completed our mission.
Oh no,
Maybe
Chaska
you
has
did.
crunchy
But who's to say
S's.
whether that little girl even contributed at all?
No!
Maybe she got scared and ran off.
God damn
Why
it.
would the YUB recognize someone like her, even if she was on the winning team?
How dare
Bro.
you insult a hero of Natlan like that? Kachina sacrificed herself to repel the Abyss. She doesn't deserve
It's
to be
okay.
subjected to your vile rumors when she's not even here to defend herself.
Calm down, Mualani. There's no point arguing with the likes of them.
I can't just sit here and let them slander her like that.
To insult
Family
a hero
friendly?
of
What did I
Natlan,
say?
The person actually
I
has
didn't
to
say
be a hero.
anything.
You.
Did I?
Think about it, everyone. Who do you think is really
Also,
at
hi, Kier.
fault
How are
here?
you? And
A
Effortless Fury,
girl who
welcome back.
never should have even gone to war? Or the great Pyro Archon?
Damn it. I've said
Why would
damn
the
it
rules of our
before.
nation suddenly stop working?
I've said it before.
It's true. If
You
she wasn't
guys even
revived, it must
listening.
mean she failed to achieve victory.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Maybe the YUB interpret victory in different ways?
Kachina
I
wasn't
mean,
worthy.
that girl didn't look all that
How does
strong
Ether
to
know the
me.
anthem? He doesn't. I don't know. Milani just said, follow my lead. Pyro Archon seems to be deep in thought. Why isn't she putting a stop to the commotion?
Kachina wouldn't have run. That's not like her at all.
Telepathy.
No. She's been waiting for this moment for too long.
Because we're in a samsara and we've done this before. I
No
don't
matter
know.
how daunting the situation, no matter how scared she might feel, she's always the first person to stand up and face it head on.
Well, let's
We didn't
just
even know what
go in there
happened.
and find her.
So don't you dare try to use this as an excuse to vent your anger or slander her reputation.
You're probably staring at Kanichi again.
Fine.
No, I was watching him
We'll
sing.
find out what happens soon enough. Then, we'll see who
I
truly
was watching all
deserves
of them
glory.
sing.
That's enough. There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's part in it. She is a hero worthy of our admiration and celebration. However, the failure of today's ceremony is undeniable. Kachina has not been rekindled, and I offer you all my deepest apologies as I continue to investigate this matter. To prevent further casualties, I have decided to suspend the pilgrimage until this matter is resolved.
What?
She's so professional.
No one is all-knowing. No one is infallible, not even myself. But doubt is a means by which we seek the truth, not a weapon we wield against others.
Wow. Bars.
I didn't mean it that
Yeah,
way,
eat 'em up.
Archon. I just...
If
Eat 'em
there are
up.
things you wish to clarify, then ask me directly. Doubt my
Yes.
answer if you wish. But now's your chance. You have concerns? State them.
No,
Oh,
of course not.
cold.
Even though I have said nothing to change your mind, then it would seem the truth never mattered to you at all.
That guy doesn't even have the courage to answer the Pyro Archon's question. So much for all that
him
glory
up.
talk earlier.
Nani?
I have a question,
Sofinja?
Archon.
Welcome to chat. Hello, how are you? And
My friend Kachina.
Javix.
Do
Javix,
you have
thank
any
you for the
idea
follow.
where she
Okay.
is? It's extremely important to me. I know you said you were investigating the situation, but I'm sorry, that's not enough.
I've already shared everything I know. If you want to learn the truth and rescue your friends sooner, you should join the investigation. So, what do you say?
Of course I'll join.
In that case, come see me in the speaker's chamber.
Wait, I
We
want to
should
come
join
too.
Oh, and
Jessica
if it's not too
coming.
much trouble, could you drop by as well, Traveler? I'd like to have a chat.
Who, me? You want to talk to me?
Rest assured, everyone, I'll keep the tribal
Oh my
chiefs
God, I didn't have to
informed of
ask
the
to talk to
progress of the
you?
investigation. Once again, I apologize for the outcome of this ceremony, If there are no further questions, let's part for
So
now.
famous. It's like Sophia? Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Did she just ask us to come along?
I believe she did.
The Pyro Archon
Let's go.
knows who
I'd
I
like to know what's
am.
going on myself.
Oh my god. The gang is coming together to rescue Kachina. Do I give Tignani EM or attack
The
sans?
situation is
I think
urgent,
EM
so
is
I'll get
better.
straight to the point.
But I have an
Kachina
attack
is
sans on him.
undoubtedly a hero of Natlan, and I'm deeply sorry this happened to her.
Because
There's been unrest in
Cookie's
the
using my
Night Kingdom,
EM wonder
but I don't
sans.
know what's causing it. As a result, I've been unable to track down her location. Until we find and address the cause of the unrest, the Ode of Resurrection will continue to be ineffective.
And that means Kachina won't be able to come back?
That's correct. Not until the problem with the Night Kingdom is resolved.
EM shows in game. Also, what's that? Wondrous is
How
his
long
best.
will that take?
4 piece. At least last I heard.
It's hard to say.
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the Abyss. Of doing her part to defend Natlan.
Yanson's so cute. I can't.
She wasn't afraid of death because she knew, if it came down to it, the Pyro Archon would be there to bring her back to life. Whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training, she would always hum the Ode of Resurrection. She was supposed to come back to us. We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her and share her joy. We supported her every step of the way, but what are we supposed to do now? Sit peacefully and wait for her return? Lose ourselves in grief over her death? Tell me, are we her friends? Or her murderers?
That's not fair, Mualani.
It's all right. I understand your rage and your grief. Kachina's life means a great deal to me, Mualani. Believe me, I want to
Bro,
bring
I
her
can't
back
with
as
Cheska's
soon
color
as
palette.
possible.
It's so
I
beautiful.
would give you that peace of mind if I could.
Her hair is like
But please, hear what I have to
color
say
of
so
wine.
I can
I
at least
love it.
give you a broader picture of the issue we are now facing. Considering the recent attack on your tribe, I believe the Abyss has found a new means of undermining the rules of our
she's
nation.
just gorgeous.
You mean...
I cannot wait to pull for her. Sorry, what did
The
she say?
sacred flame.
Considering the recent attack on your tribe, I believe the Abyss has found a new means of undermining the rules of our nation. Blocking the resurrection, maybe? Yeah, see? That's what I said. They were after the sacred flame.
If we continue to hold the pilgrimage and send teams to fight the Abyss, there will likely be more casualties.
Because I don't remember if they said this, but is the sacred flame what's used to resurrect people?
But if we stop
Like, is that like the
altogether,
power?
the sacred flame will only grow weaker. The Abyss will scale up their attacks, and the tragedy we saw with the people of the Springs will only be the first of many.
If we compare the two choices, the former seems to be the lesser of two evils. Sorry, I know that may sound harsh, but I bear the name Malipo. Weighing the costs is my duty.
Malipo.
The raw truth can be cruel. But we need to understand it if we want to approach this
Malipo.
rationally.
But what would you say, Mualani? This is personal for you. And unlike Kanich, I dare say it's not a simple case of weighing up which course of action is less painful, is it?
No. I can't choose between them, and I don't want to. Saying that one is preferable over the other is disrespectful to the people who suffered.
You're saying it doesn't matter whether I suspend the pilgrimage. The consequences will be equally painful.
Yes. What happened to Kachina breaks my heart. But I couldn't bring myself to sacrifice other people for her sake.
And that is the crux of the problem. It's not simply a matter of choosing the lesser of two evils. Either way, there will be people who suffer.
Ugh,
And the end result will be the same.
she's gorgeous.
Belief in the pilgrimage will waver. Once doubt has crept in, the people will no longer unite in battle against the Abyss. And that is exactly what the Abyss wants. Their ultimate goal isn't to break the rules that make the Ode of Resurrection work. It's to destroy the people's faith in them. To prevent what happened to Kachina from happening to anyone else, we need to suspend the pilgrimage. So that is my current plan. And in the meantime, I've made efforts to strengthen each tribe's defenses. Then, we have to find another way of strengthening the sacred flame to keep the Abyss at bay. This won't be easy. I'll need time to figure out the best approach. I understand
has
your
not
anger,
said a word.
Milani, but I hope that provided some clarity.
Well,
at
Cheska
least.
has spoken, but
Wow.
not in this room.
Paimon thought things were gonna get heated for a second.
Yansan has
but the
literally not
Pyro
said a word.
Archon took the time to explain everything so
At least that I can
patiently.
remember.
I owe you an apology, Archon. I let myself get carried away earlier, and I'm sorry. You're right. We need to focus on finding solutions.
Hey,
We could
Michi,
always
thank
hold
you
the
so much for the
pilgrimage without sending
follow.
a team to
Got
fight
us
in
to
the
our
Night
follower
Wars.
goal. Thank you.
That way,
Welcome
we
in.
would still be able to fuel the sacred flame.
I've considered that, but the two events have nearly always been linked.
Okay, Cheska said a word, which is amazing. Sophia, thank you for the follow as well. Dirty 400! Thank you guys. Much love.
We could always hold the pilgrimage without sending a team to fight in the Night Warden Wars. That way, we would still be able to fuel the sacred flame.
Our S's aren't as crunchy here. It's still a little bit crunchy.
Without the chance to fight the Abyss, pilgrimage rankings lose their prestige, and competitor numbers will drop. With fewer participants,
turns off autoplay
the
every
amount
time.
of contending fire produced will decrease, and the vicious cycle will continue indefinitely.
What's wrong with crunchy?
So,
It's just something that I've
essentially,
noticed between
The Abyss is taking Kachina hostage.
I think it's mostly like a mic difference. Some like Candace has crunchy S's, and it just like it's not like bad because it's really not like under their control, but it's just it kind of like throws off the audio a little bit for me personally, but it's something I can get past. What happens if you stay in the Night Kingdom for a long period of time?
You've learned about the concept of ley lines during your travels, yes? The Night Kingdom is something similar. Staying there for a short period of time shouldn't have an effect on the person. But with the Abyss in the
Kachina?
picture,
No,
it's a
Chaska.
different story. Your sense of self will be devoured until eventually you become one with the Sea of Souls. Imagine pouring a cup of water into a rushing river. You can try to scoop up another cup, but there's no chance it will be the same water you had before. I won't sugarcoat it. That is the danger Kachina is currently facing.
Oh,
Just like you said, Archon.
she
Both
all
of these
alone.
problems need to be addressed.
Hi, Dairo.
You
Welcome
can
back.
focus all your efforts on dealing with the sacred flame.
Are the mic
I
problems
will
from
go search
Kachina?
for
I
Kachina.
didn't notice anything
The
for
Abyss
Kachina.
poses the same threat to you as it does to her.
Does it get
It is
better
very
later?
possible you will not return. Knowing that, do you still choose to go?
Kachina's waiting for us to rescue her. That's all that matters.
I failed to protect her during our campaign, but I can make it up to her now.
Animo Cheska.
I choose to go as well.
Animo supremacy.
Traveler? What do you think?
This isn't how it should end for her. I promise she would have the chance to learn from me.
Understood. Then I'll support you in any way I can. The
Hi,
masters of the
Hoverflu.
Night Wind
How
have
are
a
you?
technique that can extract an ancient name from
I'm
the
pointing
ley
out, I think you
lines.
will. Okay.
If we can find
If we ever
Kachina's
find her
ancient name,
again.
I can use the link between them to pinpoint her position within the Night Kingdom.
I feel like we're
Then comes
going
the hard
to...
You need to visit the Night Kingdom in person and
I
rescue
think we're going to
her.
the Upside Down.
But isn't the Night Kingdom a land of souls? Can we even go there?
Under normal circumstances, only the consciousness can enter. But there is a way to go there in person. However, know that the Night Kingdom will attempt to repel you, and the Abyss certainly won't leave you be.
That's fine by me.
Same here. Fighting the Abyss is nothing new for me.
It won't be a problem.
So, Paimon's the only one who's scared? Well, if you're going, Traveler,
Sitlali of the Masters of the Nightwind once
Sitlali!
created an artifact that can be used to communicate with the Wyab. We call it the Spirit Speaker Stone.
Sitlali
It
mentioned?
was originally used as a ceremonial artifact
She gonna
wielded
come?
by the tribal chiefs. But that spiritual quality also means it can be used to search for an ancient name.
That was the artifact I delivered to the Scions of the Canopy a few days ago. Didn't think I'd be hearing about it again so soon.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Yansan,
Your
say something,
thanks
please.
are necessary. I will offer you whatever aid I
just
can,
standing there.
but your fellowship and courage are what will truly decide the success of this operation. Besides, you're the ones helping me. I can only focus on one thing at a time, after all.
Did you know Sitlali shares a VA with March? Yes, I did. They're both
Traveler,
cryo,
I
and they both
certainly
have
didn't
pink hair.
expect our first conversation to be so serious. I've heard all about your accomplishments. Ever since you arrived, I've been hoping to meet you and offer you Natlan's highest level of hospitality.
Ah.
Why?
Why? Is
Bye,
that
Mom.
not what happened in the other nations you visited?
He looks like a ZZZ character. He reminds me so much of Harumasa. Or I guess Harumasa reminds me of him. I don't know. I think it's the headband. Hi, Dre. Hello. How are you? Why? Why do you want to be nice to us? It's kind of complicated, but looks like we're really making a name for ourselves.
Yeah, things were pretty complicated at the start. And, you know, in the middle. But our reputation's solid nowadays.
That's more like it. After all, I've heard you're someone who transcends fate.
You know quite a lot about me.
Perhaps even more than you can imagine.
Ah!
But we can talk about that some other time.
What do you mean? What
I
does that
believe
mean?
This would be the perfect night for a drink and some musical ambiance.
What do you mean?
But there are important things to be done.
What do you mean more
Oh,
than I
almost
could
forgot.
imagine?
Atea was wounded in the fight against the Abyss. She wanted us to give this to you. It embodies fond memories and my strength of will. That's what she asked us to tell you. She said you'd know what that means.
I didn't think this day would come so soon. The flames of her life force.
Ugh.
I can feel them flowing within the talisman. If things were different, the two of us could have enjoyed the hot springs together while she gave this to me in person.
Oh man.
We're supposed to be hot spring buddies after all.
swimsuit episode.
But
Each
don't
time.
worry. This talisman means a great deal to me. I'll take good care of it. And once this is
We
all
lost
over,
her.
I'll pay Atea a visit.
Same nation, one nation wants to be like, these peeps are heroes, let's make their time worthwhile. What do you mean, imagine?
You said you didn't want to jeopardize the production of Contending Fire.
Like, why would you
But that's
question
not
why
at all
someone
why
wants
you
to be
decided
nice to you?
suspend the pilgrimage, is it?
You're right. Even now, the production of Contending Fire is far from sufficient. The gradual corrosion caused by the Abyss has resulted in a massive shortage of pyro energy, and we're currently at the breaking point. As things stand, the pilgrimage is a lost cause. Suspending it allows us to
That
save
isn't her
our
swimsuit.
strength to defend the tribes. The Abyss has brought catastrophe to Natlan, and Kachina's disappearance in the Night Kingdom is a direct consequence of that.
We can't let the general public know that.
No.
Oh my gosh, she
If
spoke.
the public learned that Natlan's destruction was close at hand, there would be immense panic. But if
Actually, I
said
think
nothing at
Yan-san
all,
might have spoken
they would have
earlier
continued to question the integrity of Natlan's heroes.
in the arena.
Another simple choice. The latter was clearly the better solution. But you chose otherwise.
Hold up. The Guardians, Sing Sing pilgrimage to the lost cause suspending allows us to save our strength to defend the tribes. The Abyss has brought a catastrophe to Natlan. Kachina's disappearance is a direct consequence of that. We can't let the general public know that. The public learned that Natlan's destruction were close at hand. There would be immense panic. But if I said nothing at all, they would have continued to question the integrity of Natlan's heroes.
I have never subscribed to the belief that the right choice is the one with the fewest sacrifices.
Zipper Nation? They all have zippers? Find the zipper on each
Let's
character.
go. There's still a way for the sacred flame to last a little longer.
You mean?
There's a refresher for you in the
Yes. Come with me.
I got sword. Welcome back. How are you? Okay. Kachina, we miss you.
The sacred flame must never go out. Not only does it strike fear in the abyss, but
It
it's
really is
also
just like the
pillar
Olympics.
of Natlan's stability. So until our heroes are ready, I will sacrifice my power to keep it burning.
Oh, what does that mean?
But that can only last so long. I think we should focus on the remaining ancient name bearers.
Don't let desperation cloud your judgment. Those chosen by the Wyeb have already embarked on their destined path. It is for them to decide how that journey ends, not us. All we can do is support them.
Even so, for you to make this sacrifice, it's not right.
Yansad also kind of has crunchy S's a little bit.
If not me, then who? No other is capable of sustaining the sacred flame. I possess great strength, but I'm not above my people. This is part of my duty.
Archon, it's the Fatui!
Huh? The Fatui? Wait, Capitano?
The Archon of Natlan.
Yes! Yes!
A force to be reckoned with.
Oh my god!
The secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin. And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled, what use
Oh, he's
is the
so
noose
cool.
in your hands?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
In times of crisis,
The way Kanich just offered
someone
up his
must pick
claymore.
up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan. But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
I assume that's the end of your speech? Good. People like us. Let our blades do the talking!
Ooh! Holy! Ooh! Get him! Queen Slay. Oh, he's so cool! Oh, he's so cool! I can't! Stop! Did you beat him? Oh! I have things to say
The Night Wind.
that I'm
Send
not
word.
going to say.
The captain and his followers must be apprehended.
I can't breathe.
He was a formidable opponent. Exactly what I would expect from the first of the Fatui Harbingers.
However, I just need you to understand how many people you will make so happy if you make that mid playable. Oh, that was good. Oh, that was good. Your jaw just dropped for almost the whole fight. That was good. That was good. Anyways. I love that give Mother the weapon, I'll handle it. Yes, Mother, here's my Nerf sword. Please beat them up. It's the power of the Archon in the top 3 Fatui. We've never really seen something like this. I know. And it was insane. Like, the way they were, like, in the air. Bruh. And there was, like, he had, like, rocks that were floating around. And... I'm shooketh. It was just the end after she punched him and he was on the ground on his knees. That's all. Anyways, continuing the quest.
I never imagined someone could match you in combat. If the Tsaritsa sent him here, why would he bring up what happened 5 centuries ago?
Yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
how much does he know about Natlan?
The Harbingers are all driven by their own personal goals. The only purpose that unites them is collecting the Gnosis. But I'm sure the captain has his own reasons for being here as well.
Have floaty rocks.
Whatever his motive, we should shift our focus to the Fatui. If they attack again and we're not prepared, we're done for.
No,
I want to watch that again.
we're
It's
running
so
out of
good.
time.
Heck.
The wound I inflicted should hold him back and weaken him for the time being. Besides, I'm sure you noticed, the power that came to his rescue just now came from the Masters of the Night Wind.
In other words, there are traitors among us.
Not necessarily. This could prove to be a very valuable turn of events. When we exchanged final blows, I sensed an unusual presence within him. I'll need to investigate further. Kanich, go to the Masters of the Night Wind and look into who could have aided the captain. Speak to Lali.
An unusual presence within him.
Of course, I'll head out right now. Do you still intend to...
Yes, but fear not.
His powers seemed very... Like, obviously, he's got, like, cryo powers, but they're, like, different.
Natlan's strength has never
Black ice,
rested
as
solely in
Space
its
has put it.
Archon.
Which I... For now, I'm just attributing to cryo delusion. Bro, the impact frames every
Together
time
we
she
foresaw
does
the
something.
only path that leads to our nation's future. We must trust in that vision now.
That doesn't look cryo to me. Oh, no longer black ice? It's just really dark, Geo.
Is everything okay, Archon?
Completely fine. Just lamenting the fact that I never got a picture when I could still turn my hair into flames. Too late now.
Wait, what do you mean when you could still
just
turn your hair into flames?
Hope the others have a safe
Oh,
journey.
she just gave up her... Why can't I read the text, dude? Hey! Again. And I'm going to continue the quest.
It feels like the Archon unleashed her power. She must be fighting a formidable opponent.
Should we go back and check what's going on?
Muddy Metal, welcome to chat. If you're gonna pull for next, I'm saving for Kaniche right now. I am resisting really hard to pull for Molani because she's so cute and I like her a lot, but I have to, I'm a pretty low spender, so I have to, you know, pick my priorities. Kachina doesn't have much time.
Have faith in the Archon. She wouldn't lose in a one-on-one confrontation.
Once we find Kachina's ancient name, we'll head right back.
Okay, let's just keep climbing. Paimon really hopes nothing goes
Actually, I
wrong.
didn't eat yet. Please go eat. Yes, get some food. Take care of yourself. Bird food. Oh no. Bird food. Maybe it's not fried that's burning something. Maybe it's one of our neighbors or something. There's a Pyroculus over here. I would like to get it. What the heck? Oh, I might actually low-key be able to reach that. That looks like a grand old time down there. I'm not gonna lie. I do. I just wanted to see what was down there and then like mark it in my brain for later and then continue the quest. That's all I wanted to do. Michi, welcome to chat. Do you have anyone C6? No 5 stars. I don't have any 5 stars at C6, but I have a lot of 4 stars at C6. Quite a few of them, actually. I have a C6 Benny. I wasn't gonna go for Kaniche, and then I heard his voice. Dude, his voice is great. His voice is... It's almost like not quite what I expected. It's a little bit deeper than I expected, but I love it so much. I don't know who's speaking to me right now, but I unfortunately need to skip through it. They plopped you mid-plunge. No plug and no bugger, only quest a bunga. Ugh. I can pay 300 more, bro. Oh, it's this lady that's speaking to me. Hello. I will do that later. Goodbye. Where am I going? I'm going to Kaniche's house. Oh my goodness.
That's Waina, the tribal chief. Let's head over to him.
Okay. This is a child. No, I don't want to talk to... I want to talk to this person. I don't think actually looking at these is gonna do anything, because I don't have anything done. But it's okay. Ooh, wait, new music. Is it up there? Hold on, can I turn into somebody? I can probably just do this. Not for very long though, because I don't have a lot of phlogiston. I just want this Pyroculus. I'm gonna have to choose between Pyrocon and Shilona because I'm gonna have to be ooh. Without knowing anything about either of them yet, obviously, I would say Pyrocon's probably the safer choice, at least for like value. But of course, the most important thing is to pull for who you want. Bruh, how am I supposed to get up there? Alright, we're getting desperate.
Welcome to Chioria Boot.
Wonder if it might work, but... Here we go. Hey! Yippee! Okay. Let me swap it back to Firina. Yeah.
Witness my magnificent...
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there, but we had things to do. We have a quest to complete, alright?
Chaska.
Oh, hello.
Nice to see you again, Waina.
Oh my god. He reminds me...
I'm afraid we don't have time for pleasantries, so I'll get right to it. We're here for the Spirit Speaker Stone.
Whoa, hold on a second.
At least tell me why you need it first.
My friend Kachina
He's
is
so
trapped
cool.
within the Night Kingdom. We need the stone to find her ancient name and rescue her.
Rescue her? From the Night Kingdom?
That's right.
That's right.
I'm sorry, but someone needs to tell you what you don't want to hear. Going there, a mature warrior would never make such a foolish decision.
Shut up. You don't know about the power of friendship. Is Chaska gonna be a 5-star? It hasn't been announced yet. We don't know.
The nature of battle is
She hasn't even been
unpredictable.
dripped yet.
You never know how it's going to end.
Usam!
Losing
Welcome
a
back,
friend
how are you?
is
Sorry I'm late.
tragic, but
Nah, you're
when
good.
that happens, the best
We
thing
just
you
getting
can do
started.
is focus
Well,
on
not
how
really,
to
but-
prevent further casualties.
I appreciate
We're not
what you're
too
trying
far
to
in.
say, Chief Wyna. But if the price of maturity is abandoning a friend in need, I'll choose foolishness any day.
Yes, ma'am.
If Kachina's still holding on, then so will I.
I thought you might say that.
Is something wrong, Wyna? This doesn't seem like you.
She's so
Life
beautiful.
isn't complete without taking risks. That's always
Look
been
at
the
her
mantra.
sparkly eyeshadow.
It's nothing. The Night Kingdom is a dangerous place. Can't blame me for checking if you were up to the task. If you're that determined, far be it from me to stop you. Here's the stone. Keep it safe, okay?
Bro,
It's
the
not
amount
like
of
we have
vocals that are
spare.
used in these tracks
Thank you.
is so great. You are so pretty,
Seems like
and
you
I
two
love
go
you.
way back. But aren't you from the Flower Feather
I'm
Clan,
a Chaska defender till the day I die.
Chaska's a peacekeeper, so she's famous throughout the tribes. She's always the one people call to resolve conflicts, so we slowly got to know each other that way. Her younger sister Quichi's always hanging around our tribe,
This
too.
is a bob.
She's helped us out a lot in the past.
Oh, you have a younger sister?
Oh, she's a sister?
Yes. I'll introduce you to her sometime. But let's get back to business. Wyna, how do we use the stone?
I want to slap her ear and run
As you
away,
probably
Chaska.
know, your intended destination is completely different from the real world. The Night Kingdom is like a river
Wait, I like her left
flowing with
sleeve. That's
concepts.
cool.
And the ancient name you seek is like a tiny fish swimming downstream. In that sense, the stone is like a fishing boat drifting down the river. But the boat
We are an
alone
anti-violent
isn't enough.
community.
You need a fisherman experienced enough
Just a
to
little-
steer it in the right direction.
A little boop.
We couldn't do that ourselves.
With a little practice,
She'd probably be
I'm
fine
sure
with
you
it.
could.
She
You
doesn't
have the
seem super
strength
on
and the
edge.
talent. If you want to make sure this works, though, I could recommend someone to you.
Who?
Vichama, a legendary warrior
Vichama.
and scout from our tribe.
Vichama.
He's got a keen eye and a well-honed intuition. Even his ancient name means to seek. If you're fishing for a name, you're gonna want him on the boat.
We're not an anti-Unga Bunga community, correct?
Bichama? Why does that name sound familiar?
Unga Bunga, amen.
He's one of
Does
Auntie
it?
Atea's hot spring buddies. I've
Oh.
heard stories about him. Where can we find him?
I don't remember that.
Ever since Malco passed, he spends most of his time gazing out at the scenery from the cliff tops.
Malco.
Follow the path that way, and I'm sure you'll find him.
Thank you. We'll go look for him there.
Good luck. I hope everything goes well.
This guy kind of reminds me of Usopp with the glasses. They remind me of his goggles.
Yep. Emotional support is important.
You're cool. I like your design. You're fun. Everybody's got this, like, the Chiefs have this, like, red stuff on their thing, and it reminds me of the red that's in, the Little Buddies design as well. Makes me wonder, oh, what is this? A piece of paper with a green border? A special pass? Wait, what did I just find? I wish there was a way to, like, consolidate quest items. Like, if all of these were consolidated into, like, a folder. The same stuff. Green-edged slip of paper that rustles at the touch. On it is written the following. May only be used as a flame granite root system pass. Please handle with care. Will not be reissued if lost. If you have picked this up accidentally, please return it promptly to the guard by the entrance of the flame granite's roots. The signs of the canopy will reward its return. Okay, well, I will do that when I find him. Where am I supposed to be going? We're here? I would go up that cliff. Oh, never mind. If I could inhabit a Saurian, I would go up that cliff.
Yep.
But I can't seem to find one. I want to pull for Sparkle so badly. Sparkle is a wonderful investment. As a Sparkle owner, she is great.
The scenery from the cliff tops.
For anyone, really.
That must be him.
Oh, hello. I like your hair
Hello
color.
there. Are
It's
you
very pretty.
Vichama?
I
That's me.
love your pants.
Did you need something?
I like his voice too.
What? You're saying you can bring someone back from the Night Kingdom? How is that even possible? No, if you really think about it, anything's possible in that kind of place. But that would mean...
There's a Saurian back where you found the paper.
You don't look
There was
so
one.
good.
Is it the one next to the reputation? Because that one I don't think I can inhabit.
Everything's fine.
Oh
I'll
wait,
help
I
you,
think there was a
but I
little
do
one
have
on
a
the
small request.
ground.
After
right?
I help you find Kachina's ancient
I think there might have
name,
been like a,
you'll want to use the stone to look
not
for
the
my
actual
friends as
Saurian, but
well.
like the
Your
small
friend?
glowy
Oh,
thing.
Lana mentioned someone named Malco. Is that who you're talking about?
Muddy, thank you for the follow. And welcome
Yes,
again.
but I'd rather not get into it if it's all the same to you.
Oh,
That's not a
sad.
problem. We agree to your request.
Yeah. Since you're helping us find Kachina's ancient name, it's only right that we return the favor.
Then we're agreed. Can I have a look at the stone?
Hi Sherpa, welcome back. 10 passes in a dream for Sparkle. You got this. Double. Early double for you. He's really looking at it. Okay.
I see. From what I can tell, it functions almost like an abyssal pylon. Both connect the Night Kingdom to the living world.
Okay.
Once the connection
Portal.
is established, the
Looks
abyss
like
will come
horns.
surging through the
It's
opening
really cool.
like a predator honing in on the scent of blood. So we have to be sure not to use it in a tribal settlement.
Wow, you got
Let's take it
all
out to the
that just
desert.
from looking at it?
Love Cheska's
I
design.
just
Me
picked up on the
too.
basics, really. I still have no idea why it works.
Me too.
You said someone named
great.
Lali invented this. They must be a genius. I'll go find an open area and start setting things
Zero
up.
is taken. Welcome
In
back.
the
How long is the
meantime,
5.0
I need you
quest?
to get 2 things for me.
Act 1 took me about, let's see, how long was last night's stream? Like 5 hours? But I didn't do, it wasn't all the quests. So it took me probably about 4 hours for Act 1. This one, obviously, I'm still doing. But I'm going to be a little bit longer because I'm streaming, so I'm like talking to people and like yapping and cooking and stuff. But someone in the Discord, when I asked, said that it took them about 3 hours for each act, with no like distractions, like just going straight through it, no distractions. So hopefully that helps. Jonathan's spot is around 6 hours. That sounds about right, yeah. I saw this and started thinking of Ganyu. Chaska's design? Oh, no, the horns. That makes sense. No, I agree with you, Hassam. I love Chaska's design. There's a lot of people who don't, and that's fine. I love her, and I will be pulling for her. I think she's beautiful. And the colors, I love a jewel tone color palette. The color of her hair is like a cherry wine, and I'm obsessed with her. Ah. I suggested 3 days for Miri. I'm a Sparkle Maid now. You got her? Congratulations. Enjoy. She's very good.
We'll go right away.
Yay!
What do you need?
First, I'll need some hook ropes. Pretty much every store around here carries them, so no need to go anywhere special. Oh, and I need
Hannah
to
said
build
she
a
left the
net
cryo
out
squad.
of them,
I'm
so make
torn
sure you
on
get
it.
a good amount.
Wait, are you saying you're going to use a real net to catch Kachina's ancient name? How does that work when one's tangible and one's not?
I'm torn on it because I'm a huge Animo fan. I love Animo. I believe in Animo supremacy, so I'm not upset about her being Animo. However, I was kind of excited that she could potentially be cryo because I don't really have a lot of cryo characters. That, like, my only cryo DPS is like Kaya. Like, I don't have Ganyu, I don't have Ayaka, I don't have Risley. Like, and I don't really want them either. So I was hoping that maybe she would be like my new like cryo DPS that I could invest in, but it's okay. I guess I'll keep waiting. I keep waiting until it's Sarita, apparently. Also, 35 pity. Hey, early. Aloy wants to know your location. She can have it when she gets cons. At least Sitlali is still cryo. Yeah, I probably won't go for Sitlali, unfortunately. I would if I had unlimited primos.
By creating something tangible in our world,
got a budget.
Like the net, we can create a connection to a corresponding concept in the Night Kingdom. Basically, I'm going to use the
6th anniversary Aloy constellations.
Something
Genshin-impact.
intangible.
2
an ancient
Aloy
name.
constellations.
Oh, I see. What about the second thing you needed?
Right. I need 2 chunks of obsidian. Once we bring the ancient names into our world, we'll need a place to store them. Normally, you can only get obsidian from the Children of Echoes, but I heard there's a traveling merchant from that tribe around here somewhere, so maybe you can try your luck there.
Gotcha!
Rock.
All right, let's split up. See that clearing? Let's meet over there when you're done.
That is a
and
cliff.
You can send someone with me if
Not
you
a clearing.
want. In case you're worried I might take the stone for myself.
What do you think, Chaska?
Yes. Don't trust anybody.
There's no need.
Ah!
Anna spoke highly of you. That means you're trustworthy.
No, it doesn't.
I appreciate it, even though that doesn't mean much to me anymore.
Oh, why is this so
Anyway,
sad?
It'll take some time to set everything up, so no need to rush. I'll see you in a bit.
I don't have Aloy, you're not missing out yet. Artifacting the end is such a scam, it takes way too long. I hope they add more ways to get the things.
Also really invested in the stone at the same time.
Because it's a really good thing for them to add, but they just put a lot of restrictions on
I
it.
don't have any more insight than you, Paimon. Let's just focus on the preparation.
More ways to get the things, and like, we're only allowed to do like one.
We're coming for you.
every patch or whatever. It's kinda silly. Hello, you are. What you thinking about? I really enjoy the music here. Yeah, these things, that's what I was talking about. I'm so confused. What am I supposed to be doing? Am I supposed to be waiting till a certain time of day? Make preparations to seek the ancient name. But looking for said items with the signs of the canopy. Oh, I just need to find stuff? I got a book. Do you have something that I need?
Hello.
Do you have any
There we
hook
go.
ropes for sale?
Hook ropes? As in rock climbing equipment?
Yes. How much for your whole stock?
Oh, the whole thing? Let me see. That would be 30,000 mora in total. Deal?
Deal.
Deal.
Wait. Really?
What, you want me to
We
drive
better go
down
rock
the price?
climbing.
We just need these as fast as possible. Thanks.
Oh, no problem at all. I'll even pass along
Odd
some
number for pulling
information on the
Milani, even
house.
number for pulling
These
Risley.
ropes are usually
Perfect.
used by
I can't
rock
select
climbing
it.
enthusiasts.
Just go
if
in
you wanna
the...
learn, Roka's the person you want to ask.
You should just be able to...
All right. That's everything. Here you go.
Now we need the obsidian.
You should just be able to click
Let's
in
go
the
talk to the
rewards,
traveling
the channel
merchant
point
Kachina
rewards, and then click on it. I do think you have to type something to redeem it, though. Do I need to purchase from you also? Oh, this is the guy that's going to sell us the rocks.
Excuse me. Do you sell obsidian?
Why, yes. I've got a chunk for sale right over there.
Why,
Perfect.
yes!
Is that the only one, though?
Perfect.
We actually need 2.
Alright.
That might be tough. I tell you what, I'll take a look through these boxes over here and we'll see what we can find.
Rolling for you.
Thank you so much. We'll wait here.
That is a 15. So that means you're pulling Milani.
Huh.
Yay!
Relax.
Milani!
Everything's going according to plan.
I know, it's just...
Congratulations.
I could tell Vichama
The dice
feels
have
the same
spoken.
way about his friend that I do about Kachina. I hope this chunk of obsidian isn't the only one. Kachina always carries all sorts of shiny stones with her. If I was the one trapped in the Night Kingdom, she'd have a whole pile of obsidian ready in a heartbeat.
Well, would you look at that? I did bring an extra.
If we just went over to the Echo's tribe,
Here you go,
then
young
we could
lady.
get like a
How
crap
does it
ton.
look?
Perfect! Thank you. How much do I owe you?
They're so pretty. I want
If you
some.
hadn't shown up, these stones would have just sat here collecting dust.
Nobody
I'll
needs
take
obsidian at
3,000
all.
Mora for both. Here you go.
Gauru,
By the way,
hello.
I heard
Welcome
you
back.
mention
How are
Vichama
you?
just now. You running an errand for him then? How's he doing? Malco's been gone for 5 years now. It's about time he started to move forward.
Do you know what happened between them?
So his friend is
I heard
also
about it
trapped
in
in the Night
passing while I
Kingdom.
was out drinking one night, but I don't know all the details. Vichama and Malco grew up together, and even made a name for themselves together.
Good, how are you?
Malco
I'm
was an
doing well.
amazing fighter,
I'm really
capable
enjoying
of
these
knocking out
quests.
multiple opponents in a
Great.
single hit, while Vichama excelled at scouting and analyzing the battlefield. The two made an excellent team, and managed to beat back the Abyss several times. 5 years ago, they both emerged triumphant in the pilgrimage, and were placed on the same team to fight the Abyss. But on the eve of battle, the Abyss launched an attack on their tribe, and Vichama suffered an injury to his leg while attempting to rescue someone.
Then what happened?
Did they lose?
The team agreed that he couldn't fight the Abyss in his condition. Vichama didn't argue. He knew going to the front lines with an injured leg would make him a burden in battle. So they raised the issue with the Pyro Archon, and she agreed to let him stay behind. It's just... Malco and the others ended up facing hordes of abyssal monsters in numbers that far exceeded anyone's expectations. The team made an error in judgment, and they fell to the onslaught.
All of them?
Vichama went into a deep depression after that. He blames himself for everything.
Yeah, survivor skill. It was an impossible situation. It doesn't sound like it was his fault.
Oh, you're not wrong. But it's possible he chooses to blame himself. Not because he did something wrong, but because he wasn't able to do anything at all. I've tried convincing him to move forward, to stop dwelling on the past. But the shadow of Malco's death hangs over him still. The Abyss has caused so much suffering, and some wounds never heal. I wish there was something he could do to make himself feel better, but... anyway, that's the gist of it. Maybe you could help him talk things through sometime. I would really appreciate it.
Okay. I will do my best. Not a problem. Not a problem. Of course. I need this. I need this to stop. There we go. Okay. Alright, there we go. Now we're doing things. I think I can get up here now. 6 a.m. never sleeping. Welcome to chat. If you are able to use English in chat, just for mod purposes, that would be great. Thank you very much. But hello, I hope you're doing well.
Right
Get up here pretty easily. Wait, music good. Sunset's so pretty. Really, where I'm at. Good night. Good night, Muddy. Thank you for hanging out. Have a good one. Appreciate ya. Sleep well. 66 wishes for Kanish. I'm so happy. I am so excited. Yeah. I can't wait. 19 days. It's too long. It's too long.
Did you get everything?
Yep, it's all here.
I've made all the necessary adjustments.
Sorry, I
so
didn't
we're
mean
good
to skip.
Go. As
skip
agreed,
past her line.
I'll help you find Kachina's ancient name, and then you return the favor.
Could I ask a question? Are you seeking your friend's ancient name for the same reason as us?
Yes.
You want to bring him back?
After Malco fell, I scoured the battlefield to see what happened. It turned out he wasn't bested by some impossibly powerful foe. He was dragged to his grave by the sheer number of enemies.
Oh, Otto.
If I had been there, I would have been able to sense the danger. I could have warned them not to advance. I've always blamed myself for what happened. But when you told me about Kachina, I realized there's a chance Malco might also be alive, fighting for survival in the Night Kingdom.
But that happened several years ago, right? The Pyro Archon said all life within the Night Kingdom eventually becomes one with the Sea of Souls.
There might not be much hope, but I still have to try. Malco and I promised each other, even if we never managed to root out the Abyss for good, we would fight together until the end. All right, let's get to it. I'll start searching for the conceptualized version of Kachina's ancient name. If you see any fragments scattered around the area, please collect them.
I feel like we're gonna have to fight things in a minute here. Okay.
Make sure you prepare yourselves.
Oh,
for
I remember
battle.
this from the trailer.
As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom. The Abyss will likely emerge in response.
We changed the weather of the entire area.
Look at that golden thing. It must be one of those fragments Kachama mentioned.
Fragment.
Let's get closer.
Fragment. 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 Fragment.
Here goes.
You know what? Fragment. Fragment.
Whoa, monsters incoming! Watch out, everyone!
Jur, jur, jur. Take my 1k damage per hit.
Strike a pose.
A bigger pill to swallow.
I know you say you want to keep the team. I don't really care, honestly, about keeping them or not keeping them.
Remember, health comes first. Mind the sight.
Shower me with praise.
The wind rises. How amusing.
Have we fought any of those Totem Stone or Otherworld enemies? I fought one. I fought one local legend with this team actually. It was the one. He was like he was like underground. He was like a kind of like an abyss. One of those pyro abyss guys. He was all like shadowy and like had a bunch of illusions and stuff. I beat him first try because I'm cracked. I almost died though. I had to use a lot of healing. Matui Agent, yes, that's what it's called. Make sure they're in build, or if you want to change, now is a good time. Okay. Ooh, pretty.
I found Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there, Malco. Just a little longer.
Something's not right. The power of the Abyss is getting stronger.
Yeah, and I can kick their butts.
The Abyss is corroding his body. Vichama, you can't keep going. You'll die.
No.
I should have died 5 years ago. I just need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there.
I'll help buy you some time.
Thank you.
Oh, man. Oh!
Whoa, watch out! The power of the Abyss is strong.
That ether pose is so cold. That's so cold.
This power.
Do you think he has to do that lunge pose in order to in order to use his power properly? I can't hold them back much longer. We're running out of time.
No! Why can't I find him?
No.
Why?
We can't wait any longer. Pull him away from the stone, Mualani.
I already tried, but the power of the Abyss has him in a chokehold. It's like he's tied to the stone with an invisible rope.
In that case, we have no choice. I'm sorry, Seat Lolly. Get back!
Oh, she's gonna destroy it. Oh, her weapon! Dude, her weapon looks so cool! Look at that! Wow. Chaska, you are freaking awesome! And I love you! That's a cool weapon with feathers and all, I know, right?
Ouch! What happened just now? It looked like the spirit speaker's stone was...
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. The only way to stop it was to destroy it. You were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion. You might feel dizzy for a while, but that's normal.
Give us a heads up next time, will you? You're lucky we managed to dodge it in time.
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second before you made it go poof. Not everyone has your reflexes, Chaska. We were this close to
thought I said to
dragged
get
into
back.
the explosion.
Okay, I'll be more careful next time.
At least Kachina's ancient name is still in one piece.
I need more Chaska content. I need to know
Wait,
more of what she's
Vichama?
like.
Vichama!
Bro, you broke his heart. You broke his freaking heart.
I couldn't find Mako's ancient name. It must be completely gone by now. Once your ancient name disappears,
It has
there's
been
no
a few
coming back.
years.
From the very beginning, I knew there was a slim chance, but still. And now... it's too late to save him. From the minute he left that day, it was already too late.
Vichama.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over the years. Let's just give him some space.
Huh? What's that in your hands, Vichama? It looks like something's glowing!
Did he find it? Holy. Holy. He found it.
This is...
Hey, Malco. Got any strength left?
A memory, mayhaps?
Not enough to swing a sword, but to say a few last words? Sure.
Too bad. No one will get to hear them.
Oh.
I never thought I'd actually die on this mission. Not that I'm afraid to die. It's just... hard. Thinking about my mom's face when she hears the news.
Stop.
Guess I have something to be thankful for then. My parents died a long time ago. They won't have to mourn me. Pisak! Always had to beat me at everything, didn't you? Right to the end, you were never one for goodbyes. Maybe you're right. Maybe no one will get to hear our last words. But just in case... Vichama, I'm so glad you didn't come with us. Don't be sad. Just keep on living. For the both of us.
Was that a memory?
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
Bruh, that was so sad. Poor Vichama. We're starting with the feels. Is it just me or Chaska looks like she's out of this Genshin world? Her design is very unique. Yes. Her pants are so shiny. She got that leather on. Feeling better, Vichama?
Of course. seeing him, hearing his voice again, it makes me unbelievably happy. But it also brings with it an even deeper pain.
A deeper pain? Why?
'Cause he did.
Malco was always the type to put on a brave face. But in that memory just now, his hands were shaking, and his smile was forced.
Yeah, you're right.
For all these years, I regretted not being able to fight alongside him to the end. And now I know, at the end of his life, he was thinking the same thing.
Vichama.
Why does Genshin love killing NPCs?
I'm fine.
You know?
Actually, I
They're
heard
dispensable,
Chief Wino
I guess.
wasn't really on board with your plan to go to the Night Kingdom.
Lily, hi.
When you asked
Looking
for my
for
help, I
spoilies, no worries.
hesitated too. I
hope
knew
you're well.
helping you find your friend's ancient name meant leading you one step closer to danger. But I also understood why you had to try. Everyone has regrets in life, but not everyone gets the chance to make up for them. Once allowed to fester, guilt strips us of our most valuable qualities as warriors. In that sense, we might as well choose the braver path from the very beginning.
Fighting while injured?
If I could do it all over again, I would have followed Malco to the front
Approaching death
lines
to get
no
ready for
matter what.
Shania. Yeah,
Even
for when they
with
kill
an
us
injured
off.
leg, there were still things I could have done. That way, even if the outcome stayed the same, I still would have fought alongside him to the end. There are critical
when Lisa
junctures
dies.
in life, and if you don't seize the chance to act, there's no going back.
How's the story so far? Fabulous.
That's
Amazing.
something
It's very good.
I had to learn in hindsight. But you're still at the crossroads of
Not
your
boring
journey,
at all.
so
I'm very
I
intrigued.
hope you can walk away without regrets.
Thank you, Vichama. I feel even more determined now.
One of the things I'm most intrigued about
Kachina will
is
come back to us.
how
I'll make sure of it.
Malvika said she knows
I
more about
promised I
us
would
than
find
we
her,
could
and I
imagine.
intend to keep that promise.
And I would like to know
That's good to hear.
how much exactly that is. Oh,
Strange.
now you're dying. Great.
My body, it's...
Once abyssal corrosion
Wonderful.
enters the body, a portion will fuse itself to your internal organs. Even though the Traveler possesses powers of purification, the corrosion can never be fully eradicated. Thanks to him, though, you were only briefly exposed.
Not the internal organs.
Slowing your breathing and controlling your emotions should help you keep the symptoms in check.
Bye, Shoppa. I call it that each year these Archon quests will get better. Yeah, they really... I mean, they kind of have to top the last
does
one
make
every
me feel
time, but
better.
they, in fact, do
seem
seem to be
very
doing it
knowledgeable
pretty
about all this.
successfully.
Just speaking from experience, that's all.
Anyway, we've recovered Kachina's ancient name, so we're off to a great start.
Experience with who?
Let's get Vichama back to his tribe and tell Wyneth the good news.
Tell me more about your trauma, Chaska. I
and
would love to know.
Apologize for destroying the Spirit Speaker Stone. We had no choice, though, so he'll probably understand. Right?
Who's he? Thought we would have to apologize to Selali. Oh, and him maybe?
Are you really gonna just stand there like that? I don't know what you want from me.
I think you know exactly
Oh,
what
you're
I'm
so
trying to say, Kachina.
cute!
I can hear it in your voice.
Who are you?
Honestly, it's just one thing after another with you two. They're back.
Koichi? What are you doing here?
Don't play dumb with your own sister.
Oh, that's her sister.
You know
Wait, she's so
exactly why I'm
cute.
My apologies,
Her
everyone.
coat.
I just need to borrow Chaska for a few minutes. You come with me.
I love her. Sisters.
I'll be just a moment.
Traveler's not ibuprofen.
Koichi, Chaska's younger
Koichi.
sister. Although the two aren't actually related by blood, it's kind of a long story.
Adopted? Feels like there's more to the story.
It's not really my story to tell, but I guess it's not a secret. You see, Chaska was actually raised by cuckoo sores. She was afflicted with a rare disease when she was a child, and abandoned in the wild as a result. The Abyss found her out there.
Which
all
one
on
is
her
a
own,
cuckoo sore?
and tried to devour her. But in the end, all that did was trigger her will to live. that strength of will pushed
One
her
has
to
elf ears, the
survive.
other doesn't.
But it also planted
I
a
need
seed
to
of
know
conflict within her.
where she came from.
Eventually, she was adopted by the Cuckoo Source. Wherever they went, she followed, getting into fights right and left.
Maybe the Cuckoo Source is one of the Saurians we haven't seen. Unless I'm just wrong and can't remember them. Afflicted with a rare disease when she was a child and abandoned in the wild as a result. The Abyss found her out there all on her own and tried to devour her. In the end, all that did was trigger her will to live. I love her! 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 Yes! Wonderful. Slay.
For some reason,
Perfect.
Paimon can totally imagine that.
Well, when Chaska finally returned to human society, it was Koichi's parents who adopted her. At the time, Chaska still had a habit of getting into fights, so Koichi was
I wanna
always
know what her
taking her
disease
around,
is.
apologizing to everyone.
Ah, I remember those days. One of those fights was definitely with me.
One of the new bosses.
But,
Oh,
you know,
the bird-looking one?
You're fighting one minute and your friend's the next.
They're a new one? Okay, they're probably from
Eventually,
a
she
different...
found a way to rein in that desire to fight.
Maybe the Flower
Now
Feather
she's who
tribe.
people call to resolve conflicts. She's
We just
known
have the
as
boss one for now.
Peacemaker. It sounds like she still argues with Koichi, though. Don't siblings usually stop fighting when they get older?
That's partly my fault. Koichi asked me to stop Chaska from doing anything dangerous, but you probably know by now, once Chaska makes up her mind, there's no changing it.
Stubborn.
Oh, I get it. No
My
wonder
favorite
you
kind
tried
of
to talk
lady.
us out of going to the Night Kingdom. Chaska even said that wasn't like you.
I'm all for your adventure. You need to take risks when you're young, because by the time you're my age,
Once we get
you couldn't
Cuckoosaurus
attempt
next, we'll be
something
able to
like that
fly.
Even if you wanted to. Better try now than live with regrets
That'd be so
later.
fun!
That's what I say. Still,
Flying!
I can understand where Koichi's coming from. In the end, nobody wants to sit back and let a loved one put their life on the line.
God, she's so beautiful.
All right, it's just the two of us now. You have 1 minute to explain yourself.
I don't have anything to say. You don't have to approve, but you should know I only do what's necessary.
That attitude
Her
is
lip
exactly the
color,
problem.
her
It's like you don't
eyeshadow.
care. You try to sneak off to the Night Kingdom behind my back and then play it down as if it's just a trip abroad.
Well, technically I am going abroad, right?
Again with the excuses.
What is your curse? I need to know. Or your
We
disease.
agreed, didn't we? There are 4 levels of danger. If it's not
And her
something
boots,
urgent,
bro?
you can only engage in level 2 danger and below. You can only go up to level 3 if a situation is so dire there's absolutely no alternative. But a trip to the Night Kingdom? If that's not a level 4, I don't know what is. And you were just going to sneak into the place without saying anything.
What do you mean,
Why
sneak
are we
into the
assigning
place?
danger levels?
I always planned on walking in there with my head held high.
You bought off Uncle Wina, didn't you? He promised me he'd stop you from doing anything dangerous. Oh, it's like he didn't even try.
You feel like he went back on his word. What if I told you my mind was made up, and there was nothing he could have done? Not even by force.
I would have murdered him.
I knew it! So he did try to say something, but you didn't listen.
This is important. If you were in my shoes, you'd make the same decision.
You don't know that? I'm a doctor, and I handle logistics. If you're going to waltz into a dangerous situation where you could lose control at any moment, it's my duty to say something.
All right, whatever. Anything else?
What do you mean, anything else? Why don't you reflect
There are
on
always
what you've
ropes and
done
chains to stop
promise me
someone.
you'll
She
stay
kidnaps him.
Time out. Is this one of our normal arguments or a serious one?
Chaska, does it sound like I'm joking?
Then you need to know
Lose
something.
control? Wait, I might have missed that line.
What happened to Kachina was partially my fault. I can't leave her there to die. That's not who I am.
Parallels! Oh no! Oh no, now she's got parallels with Bichamba. If you're going to waltz into a dangerous situation where you could lose control at any moment, it's my duty to say something. I'm falling in love with her more and more with every
But the person
Every
you become when you
crumb
lose
of
control,
information.
that's also hero, not who you are.
Yes, the
That's a
person you...
different issue.
Bro!
You said it yourself. A person is only as good as their morals. If I want to live in Natlan, I need to display qualities that make me worthy of this nation.
Holy, I'm
Also
so
told you that
excited.
managing your condition is equally important.
Sometimes you have to
I'm
make
so
sacrifices.
excited.
All right, let's stop this here. If we keep going, I might actually have to get serious.
Kind of giving
And I
like
think Rhino prefers his
Arlecchino
roof
curse
attached to his
vibes,
house.
except Arlecchino has
Is that a
control
threat? That
over her
sounds
curse,
like a
but
threat to me.
Ugh, Koichi!
oh,
Younger sisters are supposed to listen to their elders.
So, you're really going to go?
she got
No
angry
matter
and
what
the
I
wind picked
say?
up a little bit.
I'm supposed to be your sister.
Then support me. I'll be back. All you have to do is wait.
Chaska. So, that's it. Why'd you have to turn out to be so darn annoying?
You two are
I know
something
she's
else.
just trying to make sure
Something
she's
you
safe.
wanted to say?
I know you aren't related by blood, but you two sure are similar.
Both
Really?
strong personalities.
You know, I said that very thing to Koichi not too long ago, and she reacted the exact same way, down to the very tone of voice. It's not my place to get involved, but I will say this. Try to spend a little more time with your sister. You're tough kids. That doesn't mean you have to go it alone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anytime. All right. If you're done with the Spirit Speaker Stone, you might as well hand it over.
About
According
that.
to Kinich, it's an important ceremonial artifact, so it'd be safer to keep it with me.
Well,
About that.
third line I've
If
predicted.
Bard was here, he could have repaired it just like the Holy Liar.
It might be
Another
in a few more
Mondstadt
pieces than you
callback?
remember.
Huh?
Huh? You explain the sequence of events to Wayne.
I see.
Nico, hi! Viri is Molani.
Sounds like it was an urgent situation.
I was trying to keep it a
If
secret,
someone's
but...
life was on the line, then you had no choice. Still, Lale's
Oh,
going
he's
to
very
be a
understanding.
nightmare to deal with now that you've broken her stuff. I'll explain everything to her later. Stay safe out there in the Night Kingdom, okay? I'll wait here for your safe return.
Nope. I've been busy. Big busy. But imagine theater resets... 3 days, that's 2 days? 3 days?
We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
What happened at the stadium?
Well,
Where's
it's
Kinich?
fairly complicated. Let me give you the condensed version.
Condensed resin. You learn of the Pyroarchon's battle against the captain as well as her sacrifice.
The Fatui again? We can't go anywhere without them causing trouble.
But what
Oh,
if the
right, we
Fatui
weren't
finds out
there.
You've lost your power. Won't they try to take advantage of the situation?
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one else can know, or we're asking for trouble. Look, I wish I could offer you some sort of consolation, but I won't lie to you. With
Someone's
multiple
gonna be
factions
a
closing in, there's
snitch.
nothing comforting about the situation we're facing. Still, all you need to do is focus on your goal. You can leave the complicated matters to me.
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit to what I can accomplish, but I'll help you however I can.
Her eyes are
There's
beautiful,
no need to be so
Yansan.
modest, Yansan. Your incredible strength has long been a well-known fact. You're the pride of your tribe.
Archon, I'm sorry about before. You have so much on your plate, so much that you have to worry about. But all I could do was focus on my own feelings.
I missed your reaction of Capitano versus
You
Malvika. No
have
worries, it'll be on the
nothing
VOD.
to be sorry about.
And then I'm
We
also
all get
gonna...
overwhelmed by our emotions, myself
I'm also
included.
gonna upload my playthroughs
Your
of the
reaction
quest to
Kachina's
the
disappearance,
YouTube.
I understand that feeling very well. Well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down. Follow me.
I was just jaw dropped the whole time, and may or may not have been very down badge. Someone got 36 first try without resetting. Chamber 2 is the hardest for me. It's a new abyss, right? Ooh, pretty. Oh, that's really pretty. Is this at Lolly's place? It's giving her vibes.
What is this place? Hey, isn't that Atea's talisman?
This must be Mavika's room.
Good eye. This is where I store all the various mementos I've collected.
Oh, she's a trinket collector.
I've never seen this place before. There's so many things in here.
It looks like there are items from every tribe. Collecting them must have taken a lot of effort.
I
so
suppose you
cool.
could think of it as a hobby of sorts. In Natlan, everyone grows up listening to the stories of heroes, and physical items do a far better job of preserving
That
those
hammer in the
stories
back
than our
looks
own
really
memory.
familiar, and I can't place it.
Now, I still have some preparations to make for the ceremony, so feel free to take a look around in the meantime. If you're curious about an item, I'm more than willing to tell you about its origins.
Alright, we'll have a look.
It is new. Natlan enemies won't be in there till the next reset. Okay. Wait, is the abyss new every time now, or is it two runs of the same thing instead of 3? First I was gonna skip Capitano, but now I'd gate. Yeah, I was very neutral on Capitano until I saw that part where he takes off his jacket and the long hair was like flowing, and I was like, dang. Examine Eon Sun for vision. Ah, there it is. Electro on her back. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So every tribe's like character is a different element, except for Pyro. Where's that hammer that I saw? This one. Does this hammer look familiar to anyone else? Like, I don't know what it's familiar from, but like, it looks so. I don't know what. A fishing rod. I cried. Fishing equipment.
Hey, there's a fishing rod here. It must have belonged to the people of the springs.
That's right. It belongs to a legendary fisherman named Matavaru. I have his entire set of fishing equipment, actually. He and I met in a tavern. He told me about a particular kind of giant fish and his meticulous plan to catch it. In his eyes, I saw a hunger and a strong fighting spirit. To him, the sea was the battlefield upon which he staked his honor.
So, did he do it?
The next time I saw him, he was covered in scars. It turned out the fish he sought had been corroded by the abyss.
She's got
He
such
managed to
sharp
kill the
eyebrows.
fish, but sustained a serious injury in the process, which meant
I
he could
stole
never
all
go
his
deep-sea
material
fishing
belongings.
again. Can a fisherman claim victory if he fails to bring back his catch? That's what he asked me in the end.
Well, Paimon thinks he won.
That was my answer as well. The experience was far more valuable than the prize itself. In the end, he didn't want his tools to go to waste, so he gave them to me.
Wait, that means you also know how to fish.
Maybe we can go head to head sometime.
Sad. Rip. Come on.
This fishing basket looks familiar.
Familiar? Probably just because it's from your tribe. Are these CDs? Oh my god! It's literally a record. You telling me we have record players and no toilets? That was crazy.
This is Atea's talisman.
I'm sure you're familiar with this one already.
Have to leave now. Bye,
Atea
Sparrow.
was
Thank you again for the
rarely
raid.
ever
Have a
without it.
great rest of your
The
day.
talisman brought her a lot of luck in battle.
So her life force is in there? That's crazy. Jar.
There are
are so many jars and potions around here. Do they have anything to do with alchemy?
No, those belong to the Masters of the Nightwind. They're ceremonial tools used to amplify the ability to communicate with the Night Kingdom and the Wyab. Yamaya is an expert in this field, and she taught me a lot. Even though she appears stoic and serious, she actually has a keen sense of humor. The tools you see here are quite traditional. Her students found them outdated, so she passed them on to me. The contents of the jars aren't all that special. Oh, except the big jar in the middle. That's what she really wanted to give me.
Ooh, must be something really cool. What's inside?
Grape juice.
Huh?
It's quite tasty, although probably expired by now.
Ew. Moldy grape juice. Disgusting. Maybe it's sealed. Maybe it's sealed very tight, so it doesn't get old as fast. I really like this part, because it shows how. Why is there sand in the middle? It shows how much of an Archon for the people Malvika is, and like how much she cares about. Can I sit in her chair? Hey, wait! Okay, I'm gonna look at that in a second. That's the battle pass claymore. It shows how much she cares about about all the different people, and how like sentimental she is about what makes the different tribes who they are. This is teaching us a lot about her, and I appreciate that. Okay, jar. I haven't done the belt yet. Belt.
Whoa, that belt is bigger than Paimon's head!
The Collective of
like a
Plenty are
wrestling
known for their bodybuilding competitions and
Collective of
contests
Plenty,
strength.
that's what it's called.
This belt is a symbol of great honor within the tribe. The association with strength might also have been the reason the original belt was extremely heavy. It was difficult for even two people
She
to
looks
lift.
really pretty in this lighting.
And even if a warrior had the strength to put it on, wearing it for any length of time would still leave them gasping for breath.
Sounds like it.
So the owner of the original belt, Kitera, commissioned a craftsman to make a copy identical in appearance but far lighter in weight. That is the belt you see before you. He would often wear this version when training in order to protect his waist.
Or he made a lighter version so he could wear it all the time and show it off.
I want to talk to Jensen.
Make sure to handle everything with care. This cup, for example, it's heavier than it looks.
Okay. Isn't expired grape juice just wine? Kind of. In a way. She is a human, and that is something she will always have over the other Archons, knowing what it's like to be human. This is true. Yeah. They are all just like her. They're all just people. Like, she is a human just like them. Well, except for the people that are, in fact, allergens, but...
This flower looks like it's
everything in here.
thriving. You must be good at taking care of plants, Archon.
There's a difference between fermenting and rotting, yeah? Yeah, you have to ferment it with, what is it, yeast? Vinegar through bacteria or wine through yeast, yeah. I was right. Picture on table, give me 2 seconds. I will get to it, do not fear. I think I got everything in here. I have this. I got this from Idea, and then I don't use it on her.
This weapon is huge! Which tribe did it belong to?
Ah, that weapon belonged to Tenoch, a hero from 500 years ago. Strictly speaking, he didn't belong to any single tribe. That's because even before the disaster with the Abyss broke out, he had already been exiled.
Exiled?
It was a punishment imposed out of necessity, but he accepted it all the same. He believed it was what he deserved. When the Abyss attacked, the tribes found themselves in urgent need of a powerful figure to lead them into the battle, and there was no one more courageous or resolute than him. He united the 6 tribes and accomplished great feats throughout the war. Ultimately, he perished. And because he had already lost his ancient name, the Ode of Resurrection was unable to bring him back. And so, he was laid to rest, alongside the countless warriors and civilians who lost their lives, buried in the soil of his native land.
Wow, he sounds like a true hero.
Indeed. Even now, his story is told
Did she say
throughout
his name
the
was
land.
Tupac? Isn't that in the name of the weapon? Oh no, it's called Talking Stick. Dang. That name just sounded familiar. Picture. Can't really see it. There we go. Ah! Cute. That looks like her family, maybe? Or something? A family photo? Maybe she will tell me more about it. I feel like she's gonna tell me about it. We just talked to her.
The powder still needs some time to settle, so let's wait a little longer. Well, what do you think of my collection? Do you feel like you have a better understanding of Natlan's culture now?
Yeah, if each item represents a different story, seems like Natlan's really been through a lot.
I feel like it's also probably a really good reminder for her of like who her people are and like what they're fighting for, you know? To have all these things around, these sentimental items. Hakuya, thank you for the follow. Welcome in.
Does every item hold a special memory, just like Atea's talisman?
That's right. The items in my collection actually serve a similar purpose to the ancient names passed down among the tribes. They demonstrate the true shape of time.
The shape of time?
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. We cannot change the past or predict the future. But there's also a different theory, one that I believe to be closer to the truth. Namely, that the past, present, and future all exist at once.
Okay. Okay, Aventurine. Continue.
Once? Paimon's not sure she understands.
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your experience in each nation, which one would you say was the most important?
I'd have to say all of them. I would have to say either Sumer or Fontaine, probably. Like, we didn't really do anything in Fontaine. We were just kind of there. At least for, like, the important parts. We weren't really responsible, but I don't know.
Exactly. Even at the end of your journey, the things you experienced along the way don't cease to exist. They become part of who you are. Take out a portion of that journey, and you would likely make very different decisions, and eventually arrive at a very different destination. The future is the same way. It exists even though it has yet to come to pass. We just lack the means to perceive it. Of course, there are those with the power to foresee the future. They simply call it by a different name. Fate. You're quite familiar with that concept, I would imagine.
That does kinda make sense. The future hasn't happened, but already exists.
Humanity excels at living in the present, but too often we forget the past and neglect the future.
So ancient names record the past.
While the Pilgrimage and the Night Warden Wars lead us to a better future. Only by uniting the people of Natlan across countless eras can we fight back against an enemy as formidable as the Abyss. To come up with such a set of rules, the first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight I can only imagine.
So the first Pyro Archon created the rules of Natlan.
That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no special power. After he ascended to the Divine Throne, he used it to borrow power from the heavens and establish the rules of Natlan.
Renova? Hold on, I'm getting my notebook. That is a word I do not ever recall seeing before. And now we know that the first Pyro Archon was a man. Renova. After he ascended to the Divine Throne, he used it to borrow power from the heavens and establish the rules of Natlan. Okay.
Namely, a framework through which ordinary people can ascend to Archonhood.
Okay.
By holding the pilgrimage, we're able to determine the strongest among us. And when that person ascends to the Divine Throne, their inner flame will awaken. In addition, the sacred flame will grant them significant knowledge and memory of this land. After all, that's how I came to know everything I just told you.
So, it all comes down to the power of the Divine Throne and the rules. Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes.
There we go.
That's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little Saurians we raised.
Cute. Aw, her mom is so pretty. Her dad kinda... Anyway, let's get a picture of that. That's so cute.
I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and commissioned a famous artist to paint our likeness.
Oh. Was it Albedo? I mean, what's his name? What's his artist name? Calx. That's what it is.
Your sister is so cute! It looks like the two of you are really close. Paimon was having a hard time thinking of an Archon as an ordinary person, but seeing this portrait, it kind of makes sense now. It really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before. Oh, wait, is Paimon allowed to say that?
Dang.
A little late for that question, don't you think?
Sorry! Paimon's so sorry! Paimon's mouth works faster than her brain sometimes!
A lot of the time, yeah.
It's alright. I'd never get upset over something like that.
That's because you're an
No
adult.
matter what
You're
others
mature.
may say, my past is a precious part of my identity. I'm forever proud of the life I used to lead. Becoming the Archon
Did she have the
doesn't
cool
mean you
eyes in
sever
that picture?
ties with your family. The position just comes with a lot of responsibilities, so it impacts how often you get to see them. My father made the most delicious stew, so my sister
Doesn't
would
look like
often
it, no.
bring me a large pot of his cooking, and we would sit on a blanket and eat it together.
At least not that I can
One
see.
time, we didn't close the door securely, and the Saurians who were raising ran into the room and knocked over the entire pot. My sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers were going for the meat, but when they saw my sister's distress, they froze on the spot.
Her sister's
I
so
still
cute.
remember the way they laid there,
What happened to
sulking like a pair
her?
of children, even after making
Where is
such a
she?
mess. It was frustrating, but in the end, all I could do was comfort my sister and move on.
Wow.
Dang, this seems like the most emotionally stable, mature, knowledgeable Archon we've met since like Zhongli. You forgave them just like that?
Isn't that what being a family is all about?
I don't know. Hito's pretty mature
I think about that story a lot, actually.
and like stable.
As
She's
the
just
Archon, I made a vow to defend this nation.
inexperienced, but makes up
And
for it by being a
experiences like
freaking
that
Archon of knowledge.
They remind me exactly what I'm trying to protect.
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old. Your sister must be all grown up by now, right?
I believe she ended up working as an architect and artist. She built many houses and crafted many beautiful works of art. Anyway, that's enough about me. Now that the powder is settled, we can begin. Ian-san, Mulani, Chaska, over here, please.
That's so pretty.
Place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Why am I walking? Why am I ether? What is happening? Where am I putting it? Oh, it's fine.
Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and earth, so too shall our stories remain eternal. Ancient name, take us to your fated bearer. Allow her to answer our call.
Kachina.
Am I hallucinating again?
Kachina, are you okay?
Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I? Is the Abyss playing tricks on me again?
It's okay, Kachina. It's just us. We're trying to find a way to bring you back.
Everyone, you have to listen to me. I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong. The Wyab is being affected by the Abyss.
Oh.
I was waiting for the Wyab to send me back, but then this really strong monster came in and it almost killed me.
Oh, poor thing.
The Wyab saved me, even though its power is weakening. So I've been hiding from the monsters while trying to find a way to help. The Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though. I keep hearing these awful sounds and seeing really horrible things.
So she
Don't listen to
fell
those
in
sounds, Kachina.
battle, but she didn't
The Abyss is trying to strip you of your sanity. All you need to do is stay safe and wait for us.
die.
We'll be there shortly.
It's okay.
Confusion.
I feel so much better now that I've had the chance to talk to you guys. You don't need to worry about me. I've never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind.
No.
Just knowing you care is more than enough. I'll find a way back. You don't have to put yourselves in danger to come rescue me.
You're always like this, Kachina. Now's not the time to act tough. We're coming for you, and that's final. I don't know what lies the Abyss has been feeding you, but I'll tell you something right now. Nobody here sees you as a burden. You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars, a hero of Natlan. All you need to do is wait for us to rescue you, and you'll get all the applause and recognition you deserve.
She's trying her best.
I'm really scared. Everything's so dark and creepy here. And I want to go home. Still, I don't want you to put yourself in danger.
Leon's not putting her hand on her hip.
I don't want to hold it
Girl.
ever again.
All you need
The
to do is
camera
place your
pose.
trust in us, just like you always have. No one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind. Not ever.
Yeah, we're so close. We can't call it quits now. Thank you.
Oh no. No. Bye-bye.
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most dangerous part. You have to traverse the Night Kingdom in your physical form.
Woohoo! We're going to the Night Kingdom.
This entrance to the Night Kingdom was left behind after an abyssal invasion. Even a brief amount of time inside could expose you to corrosion.
I know. I'm prepared for that possibility.
All right, then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very experienced in dealing with abyssal corruption. That face you just made. Don't tell me you two got into another argument.
No, I just...
Okay, insight check.
feel bad for creating more work for her.
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more people, the stronger the party.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone. It really means a lot that you're willing to brave these dangers with me. And there's no time to lose, so let's get going.
Okay.
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to provide much practical support. But I can still keep an eye on the situation from here. Eon-san, I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle...
That won't happen.
I hope not.
That won't happen. One was a hermit in her domain, one is drunk who knows way too much to share, one was in prison literally, and the other was kind of in prison by her job. Yeah, there's a lot of trauma going on there. Zhongli is honestly surprisingly, fine. For what he's experienced as well. Do I want to go Shao or do I want to go Nuvi? Let's go Shao for the vibes. Bit more fast travel in that team too.
Be careful out there. I'll observe the situation from here.
Okay. Wait, where am I going? Oh. Excuse me? Let me in! Oh, it wants me to have Pyro and Hydro. Maybe I will use Arlecchino team instead then. Whoopsie. Okay. Oh, and she's dying. Oh. Wow.
So we're underneath Natlan right now? It looks nothing like Paimon was imagining.
That's because in the distant past, Natlan was home to an incredibly advanced civilization ruled by dragons. Humans only established their own society after the fall of the dragons.
So these are Saurian ruins?
Like much of Tibet. I don't think she's talking about the Saurians. I think she means the actual dragons.
Wait,
yeah.
You mean like the elemental sovereigns? They had their own advanced civilization?
Paimon, have you been paying attention at all
Yes,
the entire game?
A really long
The answer is
time
no.
ago. Very few records have survived until now, so no one really knows what the devices here are for. These ruins have been abandoned for a long time, but with the recent increase in Abyss activity, the installations around here have somehow been activated again.
So what you're saying is, we're not in for an easy trip to the Night Kingdom.
No. It's going to be obstacle after
No.
obstacle from here on out.
She's so silly. Just what I wanted to hear.
Why are you all laughing like that? It's creeping Paimon out.
Get a grip, Paimon.
It's the pre-adventure excitement kicking in, right guys?
The adrenaline.
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
Adventurers live for moments like these.
Then let's go. We won't let anything stand in our way.
Paimon, you're not a true adventurer. I'm sorry to break it to you, but you don't got what it takes. Whoa, spooky.
Seems like the road ends here. How should we get across?
Beep. Just like
As
that.
a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Am I missing
Professional
anything?
trainer?
I'm trying to keep an eye
I
out
thought
for
you were a warrior from the Collective of Planning.
chests
Well,
and things.
that goes without saying. But I actually work as a sports coach. I provide professional guidance for many of Natlan's popular sports.
I almost fell
And I
down.
don't just mean physical training. I design nutrition plans as well.
She's a nutritionist?
No sugar, no soft drinks, no grilled meat.
Yeah, we'll be here all day if you list them out one by one. It's much faster to just focus on what's good for you.
Such as?
Vegetable juice. Want some?
You know,
Yummy.
Paimon feels like the two of us might not see eye to eye.
I like vegetable juice.
Those guys look familiar.
We've fought them before. Let's go. Show no mercy.
I like carrot juice the most. Carrot juice is so freaking good. Oh my god. And it's great for you as well.
Lay to bed.
Stabilize.
Wind strider. Clouds hide. The birds call.
Oh, I thought there was gonna be a second wave. I did all that for nothing. This way. Yes, thank you. This is so cool looking. Oh, I wonder what these giant hanging things are. Cool. They look like fossils, kind of. Yay! Is this a thing I can ride on? Spirit doors. A device made by the ancestors of the modern day people of Natlan using phlogiston engraving made the techniques of those who made the spirit ways. Okay. Got it. Whee! Just like Milani.
Whoa. The place we need to go seems really high up.
Cool. Hello. What are you guys worshipping? The phlogiston?
Overrule.
Yoo-hoo!
Wind strider.
This is why I need a pyro. I mean hydro. What is this? Cool. Can I like... Oh. I cannot take the phlogiston, unfortunately. Okay. My favorite dinos, the water ones. These guys are cute too, but I think I like the baby ones more than the adult ones. Oh. Where am I going? Hello. It is significantly more purple here.
Let the world come alive! Stop that!
Oh.
Gather.
Okay.
Wind strider.
A little bit rude. Yeah, absolutely wrecked. Can't really heal her. Dang. Hey, I have 69 stir fries left in my NRE. Nice. That's so pretty. Oh. Can I break this? Nice.
This is the final stretch. We just need to climb up and we'll be there. Nothing to it.
Easy for you to say.
Burrow. Where am I going? Whoa. Cool. The scales! Oh, that's cool. The scale effects on the rock.
This must be the entrance the Pyro Archon told us about. The one ripped open by the abyss.
Yes. There's something in the depths of this place that feels familiar, yet also foreign.
The fact that Kanicha's not coming with us right now is so sad.
Okay, Paimon just needs to psych herself up.
Where is bro?
Push her through before she's ready.
What's he doing? What's he up to right now? Why is he not part of this? Huh?
Hey, you don't have to drag Paimon. You're pulling too hard.
Pretty flowers. Everything's glowy.
Looks like we made it. This is the Night Kingdom.
It looks so different from what I imagined in the stories.
Did they not go there? Wait, I'm so confused. What do you mean? Were you not just there? Am I mistaken? Am I wrong? There's abyssal energy everywhere.
That overflow of energy is probably what trapped Kachina here in the first place.
From this point forward, everything we know about the real world no longer applies. Anything can happen here.
Paimon's more worried about how we're gonna make it out. We obviously can't go back the way we came.
Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining down from that fissure in the sky.
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there? Oh, it's so high up. Did we really fall that far down?
Just like I said, our real-world knowledge doesn't apply here. We fell all this way, yet came out completely unscathed. If this was the real world, we'd have to climb our way back up to the entrance. But here, all we have to do is stand underneath the light and offer a prayer.
That's it?
Don't try to run away.
You really think that little of Paimon? That's not even why Paimon asked.
The shades in the
All we need
background
to
are
do
so
is find
spooky.
Kachina and bring her to this location.
Exactly. This light is streaming in from the real world. It's a link between the two realms.
The terrain looks difficult to navigate, and the visibility's not great either. How are we supposed to find Kachina in these conditions? Yeah, these floating black things don't look super friendly either.
Those are all manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
Ghost! A talking ghost!
Calm down, I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama, right?
It's the guy! Does that mean you're...
I'm Vichama's friend, Malco.
Malco!
I was completely lost to this realm until I sensed a mysterious power calling out to me. It's like it was seeking me out, attempting to reassemble the pieces of who I used to be.
Was it Ether's power?
I'm sorry I can only appear before you in this imperfect form.
No, we should be the ones apologizing. If the Spirit Speaker Stone hadn't become corrupted by the Abyss, we could have done much more. But we had to destroy it. Otherwise, Vichama and his tribe would have been in danger.
Of course. Thank you for protecting him. I never imagined that, even after all these years, he'd still take such a risk for me.
Oh my god.
Under the power of the stone, it felt like our souls were connected. Turns out even our regrets were exactly the same.
Whether in triumph or death, you want your best friend by your side.
Exactly. That may not be in the cards for us, but it's not too late for you. You're looking for a young girl from the Children of Echoes, right? She's being chased by an embodiment of abyssal power. I'd like to help her while I'm still in this form, so follow me. Be careful. This place has been severely corroded by the Abyss.
Okay.
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad. It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Whoa. Ah! Don't touch me.
Quick, get back here.
Oh. He's got a
Close
shield.
to me. My power will be able to ward off attacks for the time being.
Okay. This reminds me of Arama. It's kind of a similar looking
Keep this up.
domain.
Let's try another route. This way.
Romy, hello, welcome to chat. I am doing well. How are you? Whoa. It's also giving Chasm a little bit.
Not
These
good.
flowers are
More
beautiful.
monsters.
We shouldn't waste our time on
My
them.
goodness, there's so many of them.
Yeah, transfixed.
Oh, I thought she still had Bond of Life up. Rip! So interesting. It's really beautiful.
Oh, Paimon can't see anything.
It's easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
I accidentally ran into a local legend with my level 40 Thing Daddy. Oh no. And how did that go for you? Oh. Why am I alone? What? Oh.
Did you hear that? What? Never mind.
That's
It was probably just
on
my
screen
imagination.
effect that we just saw on the shot of Ether's face was very reminiscent to the headache sequence after
What did it say?
It doesn't matter.
the
It
ride
certainly
in
doesn't harbor good
the
intentions.
Signora fight. Grommy, thank you for the follow. Welcome again. How's it going? It's going well. We are doing Act 2 of Natlan Quest. Oh, someone talking.
Paimon just heard it too! Let's keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place!
Well, you're gonna have to wait a minute. Kachina! Yeah, that. Yeah, that. It's the same thing. Dude, it's the same thing. No. I protect you. I protect
We're here,
you.
Kachina. Honey, you made it. Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of these monsters. Good idea. Let's go.
Let's go. Ain't got nothing on us. I love a trial.
Stabilize.
My trial, Kachina. Get wrecked. My Arlecchino's literally about to die.
You're finally here. Thank you so much. That monster can appear from anywhere. It almost caught me a bunch of times. The Wyab's power helped keep me hidden, so I just tried to stay out of sight until you got here. Had a girl. You did so well. And most importantly, you weren't hurt.
Should we start heading back then?
Actually, I have a request. Will you come visit the Wyab with me? I can't exactly put it into words, but
Yeah, that is important.
something's wrong with the Ode of Resurrection. And I know it has something to do with the contamination from the Abyss.
That was the Pyro Archon's theory as well. Everything we've seen here certainly seems to back it up.
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles representing the Wyab of each tribe. You can think of them like the body of each Wyab. Additional totem poles, like the ones around here, serve as proxies to which the Wyab can extend their consciousness.
The totem poles are the obsidian, right?
There are countless proxies scattered
They are
around the
so
Night
cute,
Kingdom.
yes.
Through them,
Story quests and things.
but if a proxy were to become severely contaminated, then a soul could become lost within the Night Kingdom.
Additionally, Genshin Quest and
Judging by the
Exploring already at
current
40%.
situation,
Let's
I don't think
go!
we're dealing with
Go
just
you.
one contaminated proxy.
I have not
Even
done
if we
too
could
much
drive back the
exploration yet,
abyssal
just kind of
power
like
from one of them, that probably
as
wouldn't
I
even
find
put
things.
a dent in the problem.
Still, we can't just leave the Wyab to suffer. It's protected me this whole time.
Saving one is better than saving none at all.
I agree. We might even manage to draw out the monster that's been hunting Kachina. Getting rid of the monster might slow down the deterioration of the Night Kingdom.
Uh-oh.
Kachina? What's wrong?
Oh no, is she sick?
Nothing. Just a headache. And that voice again.
Good night, Origami.
Telling
Have
me
a good
to
one.
abandon the Wyab and leave this place.
Maybe we really should leave. Kachina's already been here for too long.
No,
I guess we technically always could come back.
I don't plan on listening to that nonsense. I can hold on.
Where's the totem pole?
Just up ahead. I'll lead the way. Besides, I can still fight, so please, help me out a little longer.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen to me, Kachina. We'll come with you, but that's because we want to help the Wyab, not because we have something to prove. You don't have anything to prove either.
It's okay if you reach your limit. We'll be there for you.
All right. The sooner we get this done, the better.
We've already come all this way, so we might as well try to get to the bottom of this.
Let's go. This way.
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
Thank you, Malco.
All by yourself? That's too dangerous.
Bro, he's literally a wisp.
It's all right. I may not be as strong as that monster, but I'm definitely more familiar with the area. Besides,
He already
I
did.
don't have much time left.
Yeah.
If you're anything like my friend, I'm sure you're not particularly fond of goodbyes.
No offense to Malco, but
So go. Achieve your goal. And return to the world where you belong.
Thank you for everything.
You're a true hero.
Thank you. No one fights alone.
oh, man, this is so sad. Why are all
Does
of my
your head
characters
still hurt?
dead?
Let me help you walk.
Corrosion, I guess.
I'm fine. You should know I'm made of stronger stuff than that.
Slay. I almost used all my resin. All your regular resin or all your fragile resin? When I played this before, they showed the wisp. I thought Malco would be revealed to be Capitano. Oh, wait, that would have been kind of cool. A revived, an undead version of him. I love these flowers, can I just say? They're also in the shape of the six-pointed star, which is a very, very prominent shape that comes up in Genshin a lot. So kind of important. I kind of want to screenshot them actually for reference. Just so I have it. Beep 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 beep. Whoa. Meow. Meow. I'm on my way. The knave is here. Whoa. Is the floor obsidian? That is so cool.
Wyab? Wyab! I'm back! My friends and I are here to heal you. Wyab, can you hear me? Wyab?
So we were right. The contamination is already too severe. It's preventing the Wyab from answering our calls.
The great spirit of this land.
All right, get ready, everyone. Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place.
I'll help too. With my super
Careful.
special
We've got
purification
company.
powers that I haven't used in like 3 years. Oh my god, is that? This is too good to be true. It's too good to be true.
Already?
You really think
Okay.
that puny soul could slow me down?
Dang, I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be what's his face. I can't remember his name. Frick. Anju. Yes. Thank you, Nico. I was racking my brain. I really thought it was gonna be him. It's okay. Come on, Kui. Scorching star. I totally did betray them.
He tried to get in my way, so I disposed of him.
The Wyab? Bruh.
You killed Malcolm?
Oh.
He would have dispersed
Yeah.
with me. Rather than worrying about him, I would urge you to focus on yourself.
7, Mako.
You may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but underestimate me now, and it will be to your peril.
Are you the one behind all of this?
The power of the Abyss is
No.
fascinating. The destruction it seeks captivates like a masterful work of art. I strive only for the opportunity to see it up close. I thought this naive little girl was an exception, but it turns out humanity is full of lambs willing to offer themselves up to the slaughter. That is the tragedy of your short lives. You understand nothing of all-encompassing power. Ancient names, pride, friendship. All empty ideas invented to give you a false sense of self-worth. They possess no power at all. The Pyro Archon created those grandiose ideals out of pure selfishness. Anything to avoid sharing power. Anything to avoid handing over the primordial gift to ordinary people like you.
Pause. Ancient names, private friendship, all empty ideas invented to give you a false sense of self-worth. Huh.
Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina, remain so pathetically weak?
Dang. Can I beat him up now?
Kachina, give me your hand.
Oh.
Feel that? I'm right here next to you.
Thanks, Moalani. You're right. I have nothing to fear. Because I'm not alone anymore.
I have the power of friendship.
You're right. Maybe comforting ideals don't have any power. But you also couldn't be more wrong. You've never had to work for your own strength, so you will never understand the true source of our power.
What?
The courage we have to stand before you and not back down? It comes from our friendship. The power lies not in the ideal itself,
in the power of friendship,
but in our commitment to upholding that ideal, and in our decision to stand together and fight!
Well said!
Let's go, Kachina.
Thumbs up.
It shouldn't take more than 2 of us to handle an enemy like this.
Can be seen as a DPS loss in some cases. C1 Kaza?
But you deserve what's coming to you!
There aren't many in Natlan who can beat us when we're together. It's time he got a taste of that kind of power.
Okay, buddy. Oh, I just have them. Okay, got it.
Shabam! Drilling down!
Check this out!
Oops.
Best of luck!
I wasn't supposed to do that yet.
Amazing! Woohoo!
Oh, he's got a freaking shield, man. Ow.
Right here!
Ah.
Yeah, let's ride!
Amazing!
Oh, okay.
We won! We actually won!
Is it seen as a DPS loss space because it takes time after ult? Or what's the reason? Turns out he wasn't any stronger than the ones we fought in the past. Yeah, it was
what he gets for
squishy as heck.
underestimating you two. Fantastic work, Kachina.
The DPS Kazuya would need C6. Yeah, yeah.
Unbelievably.
You can DPS him before that, but C6 is really his DPS con, yeah. That's really like the... Like, technically, like, you can DPS anyone, but for... Yeah, for, like, the utility of DPS, that's
I'm happy too, Moalani.
That's the ideal.
Together we really are unstoppable.
Time that a DPS can use, yeah.
Huh?
That makes sense.
What's happening?
A couple extra seconds. What is that?
Ancient name is glowing? But I thought I didn't bring it with me.
It's probably a projection from the real world. But that doesn't explain why it's glowing all of a sudden.
Wait, does that mean you're...
That was a bold move, diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend, especially in a place so overrun with abyssal corruption.
Oh, maybe an old bearer.
Still, seeing you pull it off,
was really something. Everything you said was exactly right. As isolated individuals, we stand no chance against the power of the Abyss. It took years' worth of scars and lots of unnecessary suffering for me to understand that for myself. The Pyro Archon's plan will unite us as one. Everyone has a part to play. Only then will we have the power to defeat the strongest of foes.
Who are you?
Tupac, a warrior from the people
It's
of the
Tupac!
Storms. I fought against the Abyss during
Holy,
the invasion
what the heck?
500 years ago.
We found him. Sing us a song.
You were the giant who saved all of Natlan.
Since you were
No
able
weighing,
to
it's
awaken
Tupac.
my words from your ancient name, that means you have fully embodied the aspirations of the wild. Under the name Umoja, you shall unite the tribes
Umoja.
and save Natlan from its
Unite.
impending doom.
Me?
As long as blood still runs through
Technically,
your
it's a hologram
veins,
again.
even the tiniest spark of steel against stone can ignite a flame. Its blaze will become one with our
He's so
vision for
massive. What the heck? He is a giant.
Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
Not the fist bump. Fist bump Tupac, Milani, do it. Yeah, let's go. Oh.
What's wrong, Milani? Ah, so many memories. My brain was just flooded with everything he once knew. So that's what
Oh.
happened.
What do you mean? Did you just figure something out?
500 years ago, they foresaw the very crisis we're facing now. Efforts to save Natlan started all the way back then.
We can go over the details once we get back. We shouldn't linger here longer than we have to.
Does that mean you already know about this whole thing?
I know bits and pieces, but I had no idea Mualani was also part of the plan.
Huh?
This sounds like something that's going to need a lot of explaining.
Yunsan is a
Let's
nowhere.
focus on saving the Wyatt first.
She's a nowhere. She knows too much. Whoa. 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 Colorful. Pretty.
Okay, that should be enough. Wyatt.
I hope Yunsan is
Can
good.
you hear
Me too. I really like her. And I would like to play her.
I hear your voice, Kachina, my dear child.
No. Great. Well then.
Great.
Well, I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye. I just wanted to make sure you were okay before we leave, but we can't afford to stay here any longer. I was going to ask why you bestowed an ancient name upon someone like me, but it's okay. I'll keep searching within myself for the answer. I'll never stop trying to improve my strength. One day, I'll live up to the hero you saw in me.
You are already an outstanding child in my eyes, Kachina. No matter what happens.
Huh?
You are all my most beloved children. It has always been my honor to protect and nurture you. Your ancient name is just that. A name. Much like your parents chose to name you Kachina, I also gave you a name, but it need not define you. Focus on who you want to be. You are already worthy of your name. Now, you need only devote yourself to becoming a better you. The story of your ancient name is for you to continue. Just like your parents, my love for you will never change, no matter what the future holds.
Thank you, Wyatt.
It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan move another step towards completion, but it is time for you to leave this place. The situation here is getting worse. Go now, my children. Save Natlan on behalf of all you hold dear.
I know we've never met before, Wyatt, but I just wanted to say thank you for encouraging Kachina. It was exactly what she needed to hear.
Whoa!
Oh.
What's going on? An earthquake?
We're out of time.
Avalanche.
It's the power of the abyss. Quick,
Holy.
we need to run.
Oh, this is giving me flashbacks to
It's a Seelie! The
Seelie?
Seelie opened the way for us!
flashbacks to the I can't move. Oh frick, dude. The end of Golden Slumber, when you're in the temple and it's like closing in on you. Oh my god. Cian, thank you for the follow.
The opening in the sky! It's closing!
We need to hurry, or we'll be stuck here.
I'm trying to run as fast as my widow legs can take me. I got widow legs.
Watch out for the falling
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Quick,
Oh my
through
god.
the middle.
The first things we saw in the game? Yeah. And why is the Seelie here? A cutscene.
We'll never make it!
No, we'll be trapped here forever. Ooh. Yeah, Sun did some cool stuff. Well, you can't hit me with the glass shattering again, bro. You can't. Holy! Mother has arrived! Woo!
You've done well. Now come home.
Bro, how do you punch a hole through an alternate reality? How do you, what the heck? Trailer probably mentioned earlier, purple.
We're back.
Oh, when I was asking what Yansun's
The Pyro
vision
Archon
was?
saved us.
But she's not here.
Yes, mommy, coming home now. How did she regain her strength?
Yeah, didn't she say she used it all up?
She's still in the speaker's chamber. What we saw in the Night Kingdom was just her consciousness.
So you're saying her consciousness did all that?
Every great
Excited every
display
time
of
she shows
power
up. Yeah, it's
comes
so
at a price.
biker girl of her. The vibes.
You must feel terrible, Kachina. Just hold on. We'll get you to a doctor soon. Let's get back to the stadium. The Pyro Archon said she'd have a doctor waiting for us.
It's giving,
I recommend getting a full checkup. Just to make sure no damage gets left behind.
what's the echo called? In Wuwa?
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler?
I'm completely fine.
Right. You always seem to do pretty well against the Abyss.
Yep.
Let's get going. We need to share what we learned in the Night Kingdom as well.
Right. The Wyatt mentioned something about the Pyro Archon's plan. What is it exactly?
I'll let her explain everything. We're all a part of the plan now. Every move we make from here
She's
on
got
out
feathers on her
will
too.
decide
They're pretty.
Natlan's ultimate fate.
At the end? No, not quite. Not quite. Not quite. Still a little bit more. That was so cool! Mother saved us! Thank you, Mother. She's very Himiko vibes. This is my spoilers. I only did a little bit of the quest. If you need it to alert for spoilers, that is totally okay. I know some people don't care, but... Mom, pick me up, I'm scared. Mom, I got stuck. Mother. From one pyro lady to another. Jessica's sister here.
Huh. There's a lot less stuff here than before.
Yeah, wait, where is everything?
It's good to see you all here in one piece. I know you must have a lot of questions, but let Koichi check you over first. It's best not to let any lingering effects of the Abyss go untreated.
Thank goodness you made it back. I came here as soon as the Pyro Archon told me about your plan. Take a seat, everybody. I'll examine you one by one.
Despite the short stint in the Night Kingdom, Milani and the others all have some degree of abyssal contamination. But thanks to Koichi's extensive experience treating abyssal contamination, the harmful effects will not be permanent. The treatment also relieves Kachina's symptoms.
All right, that should do it for now. But just to be safe, I'll perform another checkup in a couple of days. I have to say, though, I've never seen anyone react to the Abyss like you, Traveler. It's like you're completely immune to its power.
Yeah. You know, I'm not from here, so that might be part of it.
He always has been special like that. He can even purify its power. Wait, now that you mention it, Paimon doesn't think she's affected either.
Who's this Koichi? It's this lady with the cute white jacket. It's Chaska's sister. She's very pretty, but unfortunately NPC model. It's because we have main character syndrome. Yeah, we have plot armor. He can even purify his power. Now that you mentioned it, Paimon doesn't think she's affected either. We don't know why though.
Given the current situation,
well,
that
Paimon
ability
is
will likely
Paimon.
play a great
So.
role in the events to come.
Of course. I still have patients to see, so I'll head out.
You guys have any theories on the Gnosis?
Thank you, Koichi.
Koichi.
All right, all right. We might not see eye to eye, but we both had good intentions.
She's so pretty. I like the heart on her shirt. That's so fun.
Just give it time. I'm sure we'll figure things out between us one day.
Tuesday and Hash Brown Paimon gets mad. I saw that TikTok. It was weird. It didn't like explain why. Or like say what she says. So I'm curious.
Yeah.
All right. There's so much to discuss, I don't even know where to begin. You've seen it for yourselves now. The devastation in the Night Kingdom.
There's so much to discuss, I don't even know where to begin. You've seen it for yourselves. Now the devastation in the Night
I'll get straight to the point. Natlan is on the verge of destruction. It's very possible our nation has less than a year before total devastation.
Bruh. Less than a year? Don't worry. This usually takes us a couple patches. We'll be fine.
Huh? No. That can't be true, can it?
Less than a year.
That's right. But I've only ever disclosed that fact to the handful of people working with me to save this nation.
364 days.
Our looming destruction is not a recent development, but the inevitable conclusion of the disaster the Abyss initiated 500 years ago.
Mulani told us a little bit about that.
500 years ago, all the nations of Teyvat were invaded by the Abyss.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike the other nations, Natlan never had stable and deep-rooted ley lines, so we suffered the worst of the invasion. The battle against the Abyss was exceedingly long and brutal. In the end, victory came at the cost of our civilization and countless lives. Even then, it took centuries of solving the disasters caused by the Abyss to finally achieve the peace we know today. And still, this is but a superficial victory. The forces of the Abyss have merely been driven back underground. Their threat to Natlan remains as real as ever.
I'd never have guessed.
The problems
What
plaguing
Venti
the
on
Night
about?
Kingdom are all the more complicated because that realm is essentially functioning as Natlan's ley lines. Immediately after the war, our calculations estimated
could also
that
just
we
be
would
speaking on
have
her
a
own behalf.
maximum of
Yeah, like
500 years before the Night Kingdom was completely lost to the Abyss.
let us continue. Malvika,
But
give
at
us
that
more lore.
time, we were a nation of the destitute. Our people no longer believed in victory, nor did they hold hope for the future. Our civilization was dying, our faith crumbling, and the line of power passed down from the Wyab nearly severed. If we didn't bring the nation back together, it would be foolish to even dream of defeating the Abyss.
There's
in
also the
future.
Wyab,
So, the Archon had a long
which
and
seemed
involved discussion with
extremely
the heroes
important.
of each tribe, and finally came up with a 500-year-long plan to save Natlan.
So that's what happened. After finding Kachina, I encountered a strange figure who gave me a series of new memories. Since the plan was mentioned in those memories, I guess I've been chosen to play an important role in it. But there's still something I don't understand. Those memories showed me the Pyro Archon from back then. And it was you.
No, it wasn't.
But that doesn't make any sense. The Pyro Archon is supposed
That
to
was
be
a man.
human. It's impossible for a human to live that long.
Walani, that was a man. And it was an NPC man with an NPC hairstyle. I don't know what you saw. But that was not Malvika.
That's right. The hardest thing for humans to overcome has
talking
always
about?
been time. Or rather, the natural limitations of our lifespan. A god can extend a human's
She's not
life
talking about
by
the
using a
the
certain
dude's
amount
memories
of
that she
divine
got
power,
after. Okay, thank
or
you.
subjecting them to a curse.
I was like, are you blind? I thought maybe, like, at first I thought maybe we all saw a different person. Like, you know, in the vision of the ghost guy. Oh, that's funny.
But, as we all know, Natlan doesn't have gods like that. We can only rely on our own methods.
Sorry, what was the thing
A
she
human
just said?
life-
A god can extend a human's life by using a certain amount of divine power or subjecting them to a curse. That is an important thing to know. Extend a human's life by subjecting them to a curse? Using divine power. Well, Fossilor did to Furina, yeah. She's using the word god. That's also kind of basically exactly what happened to Conria. Those two things. Oh. But as we all know, Natlan doesn't have gods like that. We can only rely on our own methods. Human life is like a flame. Oh, she's saying that right now. Never mind, she's not. It's like a flame destined to be extinguished. 500 years ago, I placed my life within the sacred flame.
Only by dying before my time could I have the chance to wake up again.
So, in other words, this is your second life?
So it weren't a man? Himiko Mirata also died. Okay. That was all part of the plan.
Yes. We only managed to defeat the Abyss all those years ago because the tribes came together as one.
So who was doing the stuff?
Natlan of the future was to have a fighting chance.
Well, you were
The
dead.
Pyro Archons that came after the war had to rebuild the decimated tribes. The goal was to reunite the people and restore the strength of each tribe's Wyab. Once a tribe was back to its full strength, the tribe's Wyab would select a hero, indicating the tribe was once again ready for war. The Chosen would then stand by my side in defense of our nation, just like great heroes of old, 500 years ago.
So that means I'm one of the Chosen?
That's right. You bear the ancient name Umoja, the same one held by the hero from your tribe 500 years ago. It means unity. After your adventure in the Night Kingdom, I trust you've come to fully understand the meaning of that name.
So in other words, you always knew who the Wyab were going to pick from each tribe?
Yes. According to the plan, each tribe was supposed to have been fully restored by the time I awoke. But something went wrong along the way. The 6 heroes successfully inherited the ancient names from 500 years ago, but the intel regarding the plan wasn't passed on to them. Once again, it comes down to the deterioration of the Night Kingdom. Communication between the Sacred Flame and the Wyab has been blocked.
Just like how the Ode of Resurrection failed to bring Kachina back.
Exactly. It's just another tactic the Abyss is using against us. The Abyss may not possess intelligence, but its methods certainly aren't easy to counter.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's Lumine. Lumina's a smart girly, okay? She know what she doing. Back to the lore, wasn't actually Natlan a nation without an Archon for a while? I'm not sure, because she did mention other Pyro Archons. Kind of like taking care of things while she was gone. But did we hear that from someone? Is that something that we were told?
If we want to unblock that information from being
There's so much
on, my presence alone isn't enough. The ancient name bearer must establish a greater connection to their name.
There's so much that we don't know about. Like, Natlan is one of the regions that had so little information given on it before we got here. So there's a lot to be unpacked. Well, Vika had to have woken up recently because Milani can't be any older than like 23. And like, I'm assuming like that family picture is from way like 500 years ago. Yeah, that would make sense. I don't even have or see any Atlantean until this moment, yeah. And it makes sense because the Pyro Archon supposedly perished in the Cataclysm. So she had to have designed the system. And then she put her life into the Sacred Flame or whatever to wake up later. I'm still kind of confused as to why she needed to do that, though. To protect herself so that she didn't actually die? Like a soul cryostasis. Yeah. Like, I know... I guess it's part of the plan. I'm just confused. I guess I'm just kind of... Maybe I wasn't paying enough attention. Kind of confusion as to why she needed to...
So, I've tried my best to help them from the sidelines.
I'm trying.
Currently, Shilonin of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names. During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wyab Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories stored within your name.
Okay. It was something to do with the fact they couldn't do much against the Abyss until it has ramped up its decaying, because she kind of touches on it, but doesn't give it too much reasoning. Okay. That leaves 2 people left.
We have less than a year!
Yes, but we have no choice.
Jessica
we cannot start the plan
Kachina?
until all the heroes have been gathered. That's also why I haven't been able to take action despite the urgency
Wait,
of
she
the
said
situation.
Shilonen?
But if you knew this whole...
So we still have the Feather people and the Night people. So it would be Chaska and Silali. Can't be Kachina. Kachina has a name. So maybe she can't be acknowledged yet because Shilonen bears the name. There's only 1 name per tribe, right? You knew this the whole time. Why didn't you just tell me about my role and all this? Wouldn't that make everything go a lot faster?
Perhaps, but the opposite could also be true. Knowing your destiny too early could mean failing to realize your full potential. Just like your determination to save Kachina, I hope your commitment to this endeavor comes from your own strength of will, rather than a sense of obligation.
So I suppose you're not going to tell us who the final 2 heroes are then?
It's you, babe. There are multiple names per tribe, but just 1 name from the original 6 warriors 500 years ago. Got it. Okay.
That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand will only hinder their development.
What if they don't make it in time?
I can only trust in the judgment of the Wyab. I have never believed I could solve this crisis alone. In fact, it was precisely because I chose to trust and rely on others that we managed to get this far. Natlan's salvation lies not in its Archon or any singular individual, but in us all.
Does that mean you...
You're quite perceptive, aren't you? I thought I might get away with avoiding the topic.
What do you mean?
Huh? Oh, right! All the stuff you stored here before. Where did it all go?
She use it for the flame?
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still needed a contingency plan to ensure you would make it back from the Night Kingdom. After all, I was the one who allowed you to take that risk, and Mualani has an important role to play in my plan. In addition to their sentimental value, the items I stored here held a much more important purpose: fuel.
Fuel?
Yeah.
So back then, that's why you...
Yes. The stories embodied by those items are certainly important, but there's an even more significant trait they all share. Every item belonged to a hero of Natlan. Over time, they became imbued with a certain amount of contending fire from being carried in battle. On their own, each item's power is limited, but together, their combined effect can prove quite useful in a dire situation. By burning those items, I was able to activate the contending fire stored within them to open the boundary between the two worlds. It was a rather crude approach, so all their power was depleted in an instant, as you can see.
But weren't they all precious treasures? What about their stories?
That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No matter
Contending
what,
fire
I
is
never
collected
wanted the
from
Pyro Archon to have to use that power.
victory, correct?
I'm so sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry for. You all deserve my thanks, actually. If you hadn't saved the totem pole, that area of the Night Kingdom would have been forever lost to the Abyss. And then, it would only be a matter of time before the Children of Echoes was met with disaster. Besides, when those heroes entrusted their belongings to me, or the Pyro Archon of their time, it was out of a desire to contribute to Natlan's survival. If they knew those items helped save the present-day heroes of Natlan, they would not mourn their loss.
Even when you put it that way, I still feel bad.
There's no need. Remember what I told you about time? The people and the events of the past are never truly lost to us. We simply carry them with us in a different form. In that sense, we didn't lose anything at all. If you still have regrets, let them fuel your resolve in the battles to come. Your deeds will become new legends and nurture new forms of power just like the items once stored here.
Well, we'd still like to return the favor.
Well, if that's the case, just treat me to a drink sometime. Now that Kachina has returned, we can finally hold the victory feast and celebrate your team's triumph in the Night Warden Wars. And we could all use the rest, that's for sure. Plus, you'll be able to silence everyone who doubted you once and for all, Kachina.
Fire is collected from the will of the people fighting. The fire's strength depends on the amount of people that participate in the pilgrimage. Okay. She was in the Nether.
Still, now that I know the danger we're facing, having a victory feast doesn't feel right.
Try not to let it get to you. It's important to stay calm. Worrying about it will only affect your judgment. All right. You should head out. I'll join you in a bit.
Bye-bye. Thank you for all the information. You're great and awesome. We're going in her brain? Ooh, pretty.
When I was young, I used to sit by the hot springs and listen to the stories of warriors from all over Natlan. They attract people from all walks of life. Friends come easy here, no matter what tribe you're from. The people of the springs have never claimed the hot springs as their own private property. They are there to bring all hot spring buddies together. It's been really nice, seeing the children of my tribe get older. It's helped me gradually understand the true value of the springs. I've witnessed their energy, their determination, their absolute passion for life. even when they cause trouble, I never managed to hold on to my anger for long. It's unbelievable how quickly they worm their way back into my good graces. I'm certain Mualani will become a great warrior when she grows up. She possesses infinite potential. I can see it. One day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children, just like those warriors did for me. So, you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Oh. Oh, Angie face. She determined. Okay, runway queen. Get that walk.
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. Our tribes stand divided, and yet you promise victory in the distant future. The Abyss is a cunning enemy, one that I faced in battle many times. Were that not the case, I would never understand exercising this degree of caution. My rage will never know absolution, and my power will no longer aid you in victory. But you came to me because you knew you could convince me with just a single sentence. I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just remember to earn us the victory we are owed. Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way to collect the debt.
This is the nation of fist bumps, apparently. Apparently that's like a thing.
For Natlan.
That very significant thing for people. I love it. It's cute.
So, you're gonna head 500 years in the future to serve as the Pyro Archon again?
Sister and mom.
But what about the you from right now? You're just gonna die?
Hine.
You can't ask her those
Omnia.
questions and expect her to answer, my dear. The decision is hers to make, and she deserves our support. We will do everything we can to rebuild the tribes. Don't you worry. Even across time, we will all do our part to fight for Natlan's future.
Yeah, Mom's right. We'll always believe in you, sis. Oh, seriously though, Dad should be here. Where is he?
He went out to get the milk.
I imagine he didn't know what to say, so he chose not to come at all.
Oh no.
Don't take it to heart, my dear. That's just who he is. Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something.
Oh.
There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it.
Oh.
So, don't forget about me.
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For Natlan!
No one fights alone.
The rules are my legacy. They shall grant us the strength to overcome the next tragedy.
Who?
War forged the 6 tribes, taught us how to fight, instilled in us what it means to love.
Who will be the one to bring this to an end?
We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire. The lifeblood of our nation.
Interesting. Oh, and we are back out. I wrote down the names of her mom and sister, just in case. I would love to know who those voices of the past were. Maybe no one important, but you never know.
Hey, Koichi! You here for the victory feast too?
Oh, no. I knew Chaska would be here, so I just came to deliver some medicine. I was about to leave, actually. But it's not that I don't want to celebrate Kachina and the others. I'm so glad she made it back. It's just... well, I'll make things awkward if I'm around my sister right now.
Ah, well,
Girl, you're
you two
fine.
had a fight, so Paimon can understand.
We're literally just there.
She didn't cause any trouble during your trip, right?
Of course not.
Yeah,
she was great.
super helpful. She gave us a lot of useful information about the Abyss.
That's good. That's all I needed to know.
Is there a reason you asked? You were pretty outspoken when we first met, but now it's like you're holding something back.
You can tell us anything.
Maybe it seemed unreasonable, picking that fight with her before you left, but I did it for a reason. Her impulse to fight is extremely strong. Her mental strength helps her rein it in, but she still loses control sometimes. I had no idea what you might face in the Night Kingdom, so I didn't want to take any chances.
So she has anger issues.
So what you're saying is...
You deliberately provoked her so she'd take that impulse out on you.
Okay, so maybe it sounds a little stupid, but it works pretty well. It helps her keep her cool for a little while, at least. Anyway, I'm just glad you were able to make it back safe and sound. That's all I wanted.
How caring of you.
But do you
She's
really have to go
Mara-struck.
that far? Can't you just talk it out?
No way. Chaska never opens up about her own pain, especially to her family.
Oh, man.
She can't learn about this, or it'll be even harder to help her.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm obsessed with her. Thanks for confiding in
I
us.
appreciate the understanding, and don't worry. I'll find a way to help her ease this burden. Anyway, I need to get going. Enjoy the celebration. And if you ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
I freaking love her color palette. It's so cute. So fun.
Huh. Who would have thought there was a deeper reason behind their arguing?
They're trying to look out for each other in their own way.
In the end, it's all the Abyss's fault. Paimon's had enough of them.
I want to see Chaska lose her marbles. I want to see her lose it. I hope we do. It'll be great. Oh, get it, Pakal. Ooh. Ooh. Very nice. Slay.
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina!
Woo! Kachina!
Well done, Kachina.
Thank you, everyone.
Finally, Kanich comes back. I don't know what the heck he was doing, but
I always knew you
he's
could
here
do
now.
it. With so much potential at your age, you have a great future ahead of you.
You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you were the first person to abandon your team. I'll be dealing with you when we get back.
I had no choice. My friend invited me. I couldn't just say no.
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to get ahead in the first round?
I wasn't, I swear. I just happened to find that bearer injured in the wild, so I stopped to bandage his wounds. When he insisted on repaying the favor, what was I supposed to do? I'm just one person. I figured Kachina would have no trouble replacing me.
But the fact of the matter is that after your departure, everyone else started thinking about swapping teams too.
I'm really sorry, Kachina. It was wrong of us to abandon you like
Wasn't
that.
he injured in the beginning? Was he?
It's amazing that you still made it all the way through to the Night Warden Wars.
In like the very, very beginning?
That's the highest honor.
So, what about you guys? Did you make it far?
Our team captain drank too much the night before the competition and turned
Oh.
up late to the stadium on the day. We got disqualified.
Oh, rip.
Serves you all right. No sympathy from me.
I love Pakal.
Alright. There's no need to be like that, Uncle Pakal. Dear friends, I'd like to say a few words. Firstly, I'm grateful to my friends and our great Archon for helping to bring me back. This traveler and his companion Paimon are some of the strongest people I've ever met. If they were allowed to participate in the pilgrimage, I have no doubt that they'd win the whole thing. They've agreed to let me learn from them. With their help, I believe I can become even stronger still. And let's not forget my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kanich, and Ayan-san. They all helped the Traveler and Paimon figure out a way to bring me back from the Night Kingdom. They too deserve to be called our heroes. So, please give another round of applause for them. Thank you so much.
Good
Well
job, guys.
said.
Good job. After you're done, I found a really, really cool area if you're down to see it. Absolutely.
I'll drink to that.
No, Space wants to show me something too, so.
How does it feel being a hero, Kachina?
Paimon is useless by herself. She needs to be a traveler
To be
team.
honest, it's a bit overwhelming.
She's just a traveler
It all
attachment.
just feels so surreal. Well, you better get used to it. Next up, undefeated champion!
That way, I'll also become a champion coach.
Hey, please don't make fun of me.
Whoa, we're jamming. Ooh. Ooh. It's dancing time. Why is nobody like dancing? Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Okay, where am I going? Oh, Malvika's here? Holy. Hello.
Ah, you're here. Have some fruit juice. I got it specially for you two.
Oh, right, because I'm a child and can't drink alcohol. Sure.
You look like you've still got questions. Ask away.
Paimon doesn't get enough credit for helping Traveler master their elemental powers. Does she, though? I might just be ignorant. Isn't your plan a little convoluted? Why didn't you get the heroes of the past to join you in this age?
Because they had their own lives to live. The thought of telling them, abandon your families and everyone you love, and come with me to the end of time, for in 500 years Natlan will be destroyed, it seemed too cruel. You could just as easily point out that everything in this world would come to an end eventually. But life is short, and beyond a point, it just doesn't seem real. Imagine if I said, let's leave right now, and go save the sun because it'll flame out in a few million years. It would sound quite ridiculous. I couldn't make them shoulder that burden with me. Besides, every generation will have its heroes, this one included.
They definitely all would have said
The
yes.
plan could still work without them. Or, of course, without me. But since I was the one who came up with the plan, I felt duty-bound to see it through to the end.
Paimon's suddenly remembering that portrait in your room. Was that your family from back then?
Yes, it was. So when you asked me who my sister grew up to be, the truth is that very little information survives. From what I've been able to piece together, I can conclude with a reasonable degree of confidence that she ended up as an architect and artist. She played an instrumental role in rebuilding the scions of the Canopy tribe, designing and building many houses. But of course, none of her buildings are around anymore. Still, it was an impressive achievement, and I'm very proud of her.
I'm writing that down. That's the life you had to leave behind.
You feel loss keenly. It seems to stir up feelings of regret in you. But this is something I have long since come to terms with. This is a war, and there can be no war without loss. I am already far more fortunate than those who lost their lives to the Abyss. The people of Natlan look to me as their Archon, and the weight of their expectations is mine to bear. I must see our fate through to the very end, no matter what I may find there.
You feel lost keenly. Interesting. That's what I wanted to ask if you're already aware of fate.
Yeah, doesn't that mean the way everything ends has already been written, including your plan?
I suppose, but so what? Don't forget, time takes many forms. The past, present, and future coexist, and all are equally important. Even if the future ends in destruction, there's still no reason to give up on the here and now. And it's precisely because we humans cannot know our fate that we will never give up on our struggle.
Sorry, I'm reading. What an interesting statement. I know. She definitely knows more than she lets on. Even if the future ends in destruction, that's still no reason to give up on the here and now. I'm like, my brain is kind of thinking about like, so there's a difference between the information that Irminsul holds and the information that the ley lines hold, right? Because we know that if Irminsul is audited, only people from Tevat's knowledge is affected. If the ley lines information is audited, everyone is affected. We know that because we were affected by the Loom of Fate. Or that's something specific that the Loom of Fate can do. But I feel like it would have to be something with the ley lines, because the Loom of Fate is something that weaves the ley lines. So if the Loom of Fate changes the ley lines, yeah. Now here's the thing, is if we look at because ley lines hold memories, if we look at the ley lines as the past, and maybe if we look at Irminsul as the present, potentially, what could be the future? That's kind of where I'm thinking. I don't know, it's very vague, but anyways, moving on.
This is a pivotal moment. We are still 2 heroes short.
Chaska.
3, to be precise. There's one further hero who I'm hoping to get on my side. Whatever it takes.
Surely you don't mean me.
Your resistance to the corrupting power of the Abyss is truly remarkable.
Yeah, I can do anything,
It would
babe.
easily make you an all-important figure in the upcoming battle.
Yeah, so
If
I'm
you
gonna
agree to
need
join
at
us, you will not only
least
gain
10
my
free
full
pulls for
support
that.
on your journey, but I will also forge a brand new ancient name for you.
New title!
Ancient names can be forged?
Yes!
They can.
New freaking
Several
title.
strict conditions must be met, but if they couldn't be forged at all, then the number of them in circulation would have long dwindled to 0. Possessing an ancient name would mean that your adventures in Natlan are recorded in full. Your stories would be remembered by our people for all the years to come. The Ode of Resurrection may have temporarily lost its power, but still, take this as my personal guarantee that I shall never let you fall. Just like
Thanks,
in the
Mother.
Night Kingdom, I will be there for you. That is a promise
Thanks,
I will
Mom.
fulfill at all costs. This nation always honors its heroes.
Thanks, Mom. You have to promise me anything. I just want to help out the people.
Yeah, we can't just ignore the situation here.
Wonderful.
I love
Then I'll
our
reach
titles.
out to Shilonen right away. She's the one who will forge the name. We've never forged an ancient name for an Outlander before, but I trust she'll find a way.
Shilone make a name for me?
My lord, we've received word that the Pyro Archon has lost much of her power. Although your injury complicates things, this is most certainly the opportune time to seize the Gnosis.
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. I've never taken advantage of an opponent in a time of weakness, and I don't intend to start now.
Okay.
As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
He did the disappearance trick.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She simply chose not to. You don't have much time, and you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be.
The dramatic piano music is sending me.
You heard something from here, didn't you?
Who is that? He looked like he was in Fatui dress. Oh my gosh, I can talk to everyone. Hello.
My apologies. I knew more than I let on.
Of course you did.
Everything comes at a price, and most heroes aren't people who set out to become a hero. If you cling too tightly to your goal, you end up losing things that are far more precious. But in any case, we're now on the same page. I wonder how long before the two final heroes appear. From the Flower Feather Clan and the Masters of the Night Wind.
Chaska and Sitlali. Or maybe someone else, I don't know. But surely Chaska, right? Surely.
I've been through so much all at once. Everything still kind of feels like a dream. Are you still feeling unwell? Nope, all better now. I told you I bounced back pretty quick, so don't worry about me. I bet you guys must be tired, though. Make sure you get some good rest tonight. You gotta recharge so you'll be in the mood to have fun.
Gotta recharge. Or I could just have fun all day long. Can't talk to Pakawa. Mulani. Oh!
And at previous victory feasts, you'd always find me in the crowd singing and dancing.
It's like a whole separate thing.
Today, it's too much. I'm still trying to process it.
Yeah, me too, girl. Me too, there's a lot.
It does feel weird seeing you so out of sorts.
Natlan's fall isn't set in stone though, right? It's important to try and enjoy moments like this when they come along.
Is this another pearl of wisdom based on your adventuring experience?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, Paimon agrees with the Traveler. Everyone's come together to celebrate Kachina's achievements. That's gotta be a first.
You're right. Kachina looks really happy. And now I'm being the moody one.
I have a question, but I'm gonna answer it for myself after this.
Enough doom and gloom. Time to shake it off.
So, Chivalonke, right? Hold on. Neverlet. Okay, labeled him as one entombed with the primal fire. Someday when they return, their true ordeal shall begin. Ugh. I'm so curious about Chivalonke. Chivalonke could be Pyro Sovereign, original Pyro Archon.
It cost us a lot, but we got Kachina back safely, and that's what matters.
So, the names that have been recognized. Sorry, I put this on autoplay.
There'll be even tougher challenges coming our way in the days ahead, though. We'll have to
Names that have
train
been
harder,
acknowledged.
make sure we're in peak condition. That includes you, Paimon. I can do a special one-off session to show you the ropes. Interested?
No thanks.
Ianson. Chivalonke is a mentioned character. He was the first Pyro Archon. Okay, perfect. Slay. Alright, thank you. Chivalonke was originally a mortal man with no special power. After becoming Pyro Archon, Chivalonke set up the systems and rules of Natlan that would allow future mortals to ascend to Pyro Archonhood. Okay, cool. Got it. I wrote him down as... I wrote, first Archon, man, period. Maybe Chivalonke? I will scratch out maybe. Chivalonke. Yay! I think I need to talk to Chaska last, and then I can do y'all stuff.
It's rare to meet travelers as strong and brave as yourselves. I raised my glass to you.
Thank you.
Anyway, my sister's already gone back to our tribe. She has patients to treat.
You know,
we actually ran into her on the way here and, well, Paimon just thinks she really cares about you.
good job, Paimon, keeping your mouth shut.
I'm planning on visiting home myself in a few days. To tell her and the rest of the family that they need to be extra careful. I just hope they take it seriously. The Abyss has likely sensed your arrival in Natlan by now. So exercise caution on your adventures as well.
Thank you. I am world level 9 now. I am really happy that Cheska has like a quote-unquote dark side, or like a crazy side, if you will, because I was really hoping that they didn't give her... This is nothing against Candace. I love Candace. She's great and beautiful and kind and amazing, but I was hoping they didn't give her the Candace personality treatment, where she was just like, nice. And that's it. So I'm glad she has an underlying thing going on there. Very good, very good. Did you talk to Mavika the second time? I can talk to her again. Oh, Slay.
Something else you'd like to ask?
Thank you, Erdan. About the captain's whereabouts.
Well, our
I would like to go
suggests he hasn't made any new movements yet.
Speak to him.
Kenichi's investigation
For
helped
science.
us confirm that he's being aided by someone from the Masters of the Nightwind. I'm getting closer to narrowing down who that may be, but it's still unclear whether this person aided the captain out of willingness or coercion. If you learn anything about this during your adventures, please let me know.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, something else you'd like to ask?
About elemental energy and the Abyss.
The Abyss is the most formidable enemy in all of Teyvat. In the beginning, it took failure and tragedy to even begin to learn how to fight back. All of the methods you've seen in other nations were developed based on experience and insight passed down over generations. We know them to work, but few of us actually understand why. It's the same for the method we use here in
All the methods you've seen in other nations were developed based on experience and insight passed down over generations. Methods of fighting the Abyss. Same for the method we use here in Natlan. Ever since ancient times, elemental energy has been one of our most reliable weapons against the Abyss.
As for the principles behind it, I'm afraid you might have to seek answers from someone older than the position of Pyro Archon itself.
Sovereign? Sovereign?
Oh, something else you'd like to ask?
About the absence of people from Natlan and other nations.
That also comes down to the long-standing effects of the Abyss. Our people's survival is inextricably tied to the Wyab.
Okay.
But their power has its limits. They cannot offer our people the same degree of protection outside our borders. In fact, people who do decide to leave often suffer from memory loss and emotional issues.
Interesting. People who leave Natlan. Got it. Thank you, ma'am.
Everyone in Natlan understands this. That's why our people never leave without a good cause. Even if someone is left with no choice, the chief of their tribe must seek approval with the Wyab to grant them leave.
Okay.
And the Wyab have always been very strict about granting that approval, since extending protection beyond our borders means consuming power reserved for our fight against the Abyss. Still, there's no need to worry. The Wyab extend their protection to all within Natlan, including visitors from afar. Oh, something else you'd like to ask?
I'm trying to think timeline-wise. Would it be reasonable to say that her demon name could be Murata? I'm just like trying to place Murata in here somewhere. Piece it together. Venti knew Murata. Was Murata the... I don't know if anybody here reads the webtoon, but... the manga, but... was Murata the Pyro Archon during the timeline of the comic? Venti mentions Murata was like 1,000 years ago. Murata is a mistranslation? In the manga? Was she not ever mentioned in the game? I thought she was. I've got no other questions. Milady. lady. Mother. Different Archon. If it's 1,000 years ago, different Archon from before Marvika's time. I wonder what her demon name is. If they even give themselves demon names. Because they're not even like... They're just humans and there's so freaking many of them. I wonder if that's even like a thing that happens at all. Most people think it's gonna be AIM. I haven't like looked into the demonology or anything at all, so good to know. Thank you. All right, I think I've spoken to everyone.